Morgan here thinks he's back in the game, y'all. How about we give that new confidence a proper burial?
You're welcome to try. Hold the lead tight. Yeah! Still got it.
So, you win again.
When do I race you?
Beat my crew in the next race. Then we talk.
tes. Nah, segini dah. Kayaknya segini aman sih. Sial nih gua rusak anjir. Bentar gua cek dulu dah. Perasaan baru aku beli. Ya sudah lah. Ini pakai laptop loh. Sudah lah. Au. Perasaan tadi pagi masih bisa deh lancar. Why? Sudah lah. Besok gua beli headset baru. Encoding. Wait, what? Something's bad happen? Nothing, no. Encoding ya. Kayaknya gue tahu deh masalahnya di mana, tapi nanti saja. Wait, Napeto PRX, bukan energi pilih PRX pilih split. Oke, energi pick apa? Korot, oke. Map terakhir harusnya bind sih. Oh, bind di ban. Antara ini sih harusnya apa sih itu Grace Heaven. Aduh, berat nih. Kemungkinan PRX bakal ambil maybe. Mungkin menangnya bakal di split atau nggak korot. Grace kemungkinan sih bisa menang. Kalau bisa ini satu balik kita nonton. Take my headset.
Playtime's over, Morgan. Now you lose.
Bring it. Go time. Gotta stay ahead.
Oh shit.
Racking up the wings.
Oke, udah mulai. Wait. Telepon.
You've earned your turn against me, Morgan. Tell you what, show me some fire, and I'll even throw in a powerful corpse.
You mean a derelict? Where is it?
Beat me, and I'll show you.
Okay. Maybe we should take a shotgun. Panas. Weh, hey, my. Hey, hello. Ah, god damn, bro.
This is the reference image I gave to the AI, and this is the result the AI produced. How do I get the AI to replicate the reference image?
With the versatility that you have with the Neon. I really like the way that they were using the Phoenix to put something in very annoying positions, but I think it became a little bit too readable for NRG to work onto that. And fun fact, in every single Masters, the team that has won the first map of the lower bracket final has moved on to the grand final.
Kinda puts even more weight on this first map of Pearl. Let's jump
Okay,
into our aims and
Jin,
select now, and it is going to be
yeah.
that Teho composition
Ini mereka
featuring the
pakai
waylay for NRG. PRX going to be running back this Neon and Yoru look.
PRX played the Phoenix comp the last time they went against NRG. This was the comp they displayed against all gamers. I like the change. I thought it gave a lot of freedom to Jing and something, the way that they're fighting around the map, and in particular on their defense, having these incredibly fast rotations. I want to see NRG on this attack side prioritize using their double drones to re-push players who have embedded in the extremities and putting a priority late round on getting mid-control to cut those fast rotates and allow them to split sights instead of hitting into the vise.
I want to see see an NRG that is proactive, as you're saying. I want to see the control of A, as I'm saying. Getting something into those positions will be a priority for PRX, and it can be an absolute nuisance to deal with. My eyes go to actually the most supportive players. It goes to Scuba, it goes to Ethan on this head-to-head against the Forsaken that can turn up at any given moment.
It was Something and Jing who were absent in the Swiss stage. First time these teams played. They shone up massively in the playoffs. And I think that pressure reverses onto Mata. You talked about his tough game yesterday. He's the only solo duelist player left at this tournament. Time for him to show out.
Well, sadly, no MEA team has made it this far, but don't worry, the region has its people in the building. Bonkar's coaching, Kiko's fragging, and apparently you two get to commentate. Pansy and Hypok get stuck in.
The audacity on a game like this. I didn't even cook up a reply, and I'm not witty enough. But what I can say is it is truly the duel of fates between these two. How many times have they met? How many times have they had to try and live through this matchup? But again, this is the one that matters. All the others now fade away. But NRG look human. And PRX, you never know what you're going to get on a given day.
Absolutely right. See, PRX going to have been watching yesterday's games. See, coming here with an opportunity with Jing, swapping out a little bit. Massive change up in terms of the approach.
I love this crowd.
Looking to come for blood here, Forsaken an early challenge here on the pistol, but step away an early 4-stack towards B here for PRX. Just send out drone here to clear through, and it looks like they might just follow through here.
And again, just that early information is huge, considering they're going for such a heavy stack. But not made it to sight just yet. But Mata straight out the blood, but dealt a, well, deadly blow right back. Jing finding both. And there's something already. This is looking a little bit messy as NRG.
Very messy.
Yeah, willing to take the brawl on this, but it's Divides just continue going. Still looking for fights. Still looking to isolate a player. And it looks like NRG know there's a chance. I mean, PRX by now. You got to bring him to heal. They bow to no man. Defy waiting to try and strike. He just needs that one opportunity. Got it. That's a great start.
From Kiko. After initiate, looks like Jing gets 2 kills, able to really hold down the site.
This is disaster.
NRG going to pause for thought outside Art, but the approach crumbles initially. Comes down to just 2 members.
Itu bagaimana bisa?
NRG. Again, for me, my eyes are on Scuba. He was absolutely sensational.
Yes.
Previously, in terms of clutches, in terms of finding early kills in rounds where the pacing was completely off for NRG.
Again, for me though, looking at this is a best of 5 if you're just tuning in. Obviously the matter then changes. However, sadly, we don't really get much rest in these sort of games with these sort of teams. Every round has a potential threat. A couple of sheriffs coming in. But more on that note, I think it's so rare that we've now got, I guess, enough depth in the scene to have these sort of repeat games coming back through. Now, teams that have great... Hold on. I'm just going to see if Scuba can keep this in check. Okay, that's a walk-up, so that might cancel plans as they did start kind of peeling this way.
Spike's moving this way still, though. We want to potentially challenge this progress that PRX have made.
Yeah, very willing to go for it. It'll put them around the 40-second mark as Jing's curiosity is peaking. And look at this clash, it's about to go down. Kiko on the corner, and it is going to be the first blood drawn. Kiko looking to follow up! 3 big kills again, the man is on a bit of a start, but dealing with the threats. It should become a more traditional round, but again, it feels rare, as I was saying, that we have now teams starting to show some real validity in best of 5s. We know that they have depth in map pool. Yeah. This is the brilliance of this title, at least in this game.
I thought for a moment here, just in case Forsaken gets a chance. That's all he needs sometimes.
Well, looking at Scuba's HP, there is a window of opportunity, isn't there? But again, Kiko's position, it's all about timing. Something. Yeah, okay, threat's nullified. Kiko looking like he's in the building.
Just to come back to that point again, we always talk about teams kind of scaling up throughout an event. Here to have so much data between the 2 teams, and again, NRG's performance previously. I don't want to say it looked like they were running out of steam, but more concerning, it looked like they were running out of ideas of ways to really.
I think it's the first time that I've looked at Ethan and not seen him have a solution.
Well, yeah, I'll stop you there, because the other thing is, like, when you see NRG outcalled, outgunned, and actually even then when you come to the discussion of Butters, outclassed in a role that he shines in.
Wah, susah.
Hold on. We've got a bit of a brutal bonus coming in, and look at Brock's buy already. Odin's out to play. NRG keep their life, but you can see the HP cost on this. Marder down on 12, Ethan on 8, and it is that Phantom with Marder that you can keep your eyes on. If he loses that, that would be a little bit of a costly one.
Brock with the Odin.
The pivot, I don't want to say happening yet. The spike is still with Brock, so you've got to be a bit cautious in this.
Concerned about Jing's progress, he's going to confirm total absence on the side of NRG. Doesn't get spotted in spawn here.
He doesn't catch the timing on Brock. I thought he might have caught a bit of a second to catch it.
He's just going to tuck in now for info.
Yeah, he could catch the very low HP players as well in a perfect position to do so, but timing's everything here. It looks like NRG are aware to a degree that someone could have slipped the net. You're going to have to check diligently as Jing, deadly as ever.
No!
He's been spotted. Ooh, just couldn't quite control it on the spray from the Stinger. But that should be the alarm bells ringing, but NRG pausing in a really curious position. As Marder going to clear it. Big work from him, but there's another player doing this. Forsaken also slipping through. NRG just taking space, pausing and waiting for these over pushes from PRX.
Towards Divine in terms of his sight hold towards 8. Forsaken's going to get right behind this. He might get ahead of the turret!
Oh, he gets ahead of all of it! Taking heads on the way, and Kiko called upon again. He's the only one sitting pretty on HP. Marder down on 12. It's Forsaken and something. My God, Marder! You're barely breathing and you're doing this. Potential bonus conversion, but something was extraordinary before. But Kiko is online today. Untouchable so far. 9-0.
Talk about Kiko having a quieter series previously. Already coming out the gates flying. These first 3 rounds already up to 9 kills. And that's a scary prospect if something like Kiko can really drag NRG online in some of these rounds. Such a versatile player.
Again, if you're getting picked up into the current champion team, there's a reason why, right? He was the player to poach. He was the player to bring on board. Seeing a bit of that here. PRX, however, never quite down nor out. Still going to have Sheriffs and a Bucky. Very highly contested round. It was a well-invested bonus. There was a lot of upgrades there, so don't think it was a walk in the park. Something. You get early contact and fall off. NRG just going through the paces here. And for Ethan, this has got to be a dream start for him. You're talking about being an in-game leader. You're getting a lot of weight off your shoulders.
Give him some space to breathe early on, get a feel for the game, because that's what they were not allowed to do in that previous series.
And the thing is, as much as we can see the scoreline, 3-0 right now, NRG, it's a lot of ticks in the box. I think with PRX, when you look at them just as a whole, it doesn't really matter the scoreline.
No,
it takes
doesn't.
a moment, it takes the penny dropping, it takes one player activating, and they have 5 of them that could do it. So it's more just a matter of time to see if they can find form here. NRG's approach, Mike, seems very deliberate in how they're freezing like this, taking a bit of space, pausing, and see if they can catch someone on those push-ups for peaks.
PRX obviously stacking towards B here.
Bakal
Wide open sight for NRG.
30 seconds left.
Forwards.
Dia harus detect sih.
Do have a couple of ults to invest here should they
Pilihannya
issue
NRG.
Jing on Bucky, so for him to really close the gap as early as possible here in this retake.
Maybe cause a couple of problems. I guess Scoop is the one who's a little in the process, but able to slip through towards Art. Does get noted for Forsaken strikes. Brock's gone down, but the backline still holds. How do they break this? Clearing sight, making sure that there's no one really around. They're doing good progress, but it's just trying to dig these players out is incredibly hard. My Sheriff is certainly online today, however. But again, you're thinking about the time. Now I'm paying attention. Now I'm fully paying attention. As Devi, he can feel it. He's reading this right, but the time purchase from Scuba. Again, it's too little too late, surely. They've done enough for this one. Yeah, they have. It's close. So this is what I mean with PRX. You're never quite sure. You're never quite safe.
Karena dia pegang
Right down to the wire here. Red Bull clutch from Scuba once more.
Wow. Tapi nggak apa, resiko.
As soon as Devi finds a follow-up kill, he has to slip away. Again, it's well played by NRG in terms of the stall. We know with this sort of composition, they're able to play the timings really, really well.
think that's what his timeout
time
might
out
be
sih,
about, or do you
kemungkinan
think it's
time
just
out dari
overall
Alex.
start from NRG, just kind of like understanding, okay, this is how they want to play us, let's get that in mind?
No, I don't think that. I think for PRX, they've obviously got a clear intent of what they want to do. NRG, I don't think really PRX have got a grip on the timings that NRG, again, when they slipped forward in the previous round all the way through double doors, so whether or not proactivity is going to continue throughout this half, just about now on the brink of some ultimates. Issue being something's going to be on the operator. Do we see him go hyper-aggressive? I mean, he was dialed in previously, finding masses of value, which was lacking earlier on in Santiago as well.
Sisanya
Well,
bagus.
that's going to be the Coinbase
Don't-
win
don't-
condition for
don't
them
chop this.
coming out of this timeout. Said they are on the brink of a very, very healthy ult cycle. On the other side, still, Hiko and Mada with theirs. Ethan not too far away as well.
We haven't actually seen, I mean, we can see where they're kind of leaning towards the start here. We haven't seen this approach from NRG kind of full focus towards that B site. There's been a lot of mid control, a lot of A control, a lot of freezes. So it's the first time we're actually seeing this being explored, and I wonder if they keep in mind the chances for something. If he was on that deeper line, he's not gonna be. It's gonna be Forsaken down there, so a little bit of a tough beginning for him. Forsaken, ever able to control the pressure.
Oh no.
Fall away.
He's got Divide here, so it sets in motion a potential retake approach here if PRX do progress through the map. Forsaken fully conceding the site.
Yep.
Rightfully so, with the lockdown here to clear.
Ya nggak apa, retake aja, retake.
Nobody coming towards the
Get
back
some
lines for
retake.
PRX though. This is going to be a fairly direct approach from elsewhere.
Just really being cautious on the timings, and it feels like that's something that NRG are trying to tighten up here, but we've got counter rolls.
Nice.
Invi going to post this from afar. Did he get the tag? They're actually
I
going
think he
Keluar
did.
Mada kan
He's getting,
makan.
Kiko! This guy is on today. Like, yeah, keep your eyes on this
Kiko
man.
lagi
It is a
menyala,
5v4. We
bahaya,
are in
Bung.
post plant. NRG not willing to actually fall away from sight. The flank is on the way though. Two players trying to push through long. Brock's got a lot on his plate here. If he's already found Mada, either fights forward, Kiko falls. Brock and
nice,
Scuba the
nice,
last two alive as
Okay,
PRX
ketahuan.
closing the gap here.
Diserang.
Closing back
Nice,
on around.
nice,
Scuba
nice.
is going to
Okay,
have to
Scuba.
clutch up big.
Wis, dot.
First, not
Okay.
gonna happen.
Nice.
Jing,
Nice, Jing.
sharp today. They've handled that well. It took a couple of the tools coming through, but you'll take that every day of the week.
Divide actually going ahead of the spike here allows PRX to isolate a couple of players that basically are playing so far forward because of the lockdown, because of the space it gives them. Fantastic retake here from PRX.
God.
So sharp on those first two kills. And unfortunately, Bork's just overwhelmed here. Initially, the timing didn't look as if it favored PRX to get somebody behind NRG. See the first round conversion
Ayo,
here.
masih bisa comeback.
Back of that, Jing. Divide.
Keiko mati
Puts
menang
in hand
semuanya.
something just 1 point away.
Rock lagi tidak menyala.
Operator well handled here, but in that sort of situation, not given an opener. Something is back over towards Art.
Okay.
Hancurin ininya.
PRX.
Oke, saktinya tidak
God,
bisa. Oke.
Mada. I mean, getting
Nice,
one is
nice
quite
trap,
impressive. The
nice
fact that
trap.
Invi still
Yes.
lives, though, keeps that space on their side. Brock with a quick execution opens up that line towards A. They could maybe springboard, but there is a backfill. Device still nearby, and something controlling over towards mid and Art. Feels like he's getting curious about
Terlalu
this. That
agresif
feels
begitu.
Bold.
pretty audacious approach, but I
Dapat,
guess it's
udah,
PRX
dapat,
in their
udah.
DNA
Nice.
as Divide
Udah.
does go down, though, and this could open up this site completely.
Now, Ethan does have ult.
Dia sama
If he see fit. Not
Dewi.
sure about the
Forsaken.
confirmation here before they can go forward in the smokes.
I don't know if he got spotted just on the drone coming back around. So he's been given a new lease of life. And look
Nice
at the
angle.
patience there,
Okay,
waiting a
ding,
split second
Ethan.
longer
Got a
just
headshot,
in case.
Ethan.
Oh! Forsaken! We told you!
Oh my.
It doesn't matter the scoreline. It takes one player, one
Gila,
round,
gila,
and
gila.
one moment.
See, catching Ethan with a
Itu
headshot
nice
there.
banget. Itu
Beautiful
positioningnya
reposition
Jason
on the back
bagus
of the
banget.
drone.
Lihat dia muterin
Just
smoke. Dia
punishes
nge-smoke
from
di
this
sana,
corner.
terus dia putar.
Forsaken been good for a couple of
Itu
multi-kills this
itu good
event,
smoke
but
itu.
again, the
Gua nggak
space
bohong,
in
itu
between
good
something.
smoke.
This is all Forsaken. All or nothing in this scenario. So well played by him.
So good at just
Come
slipping
on,
those
yeah,
smokes,
come
being
on.
And it's caused enough of a problem these last couple of rounds that NRG don't like what they're seeing. Instantaneous reaction, timeout comes in.
Not entirely sure if that's based on the losses or just a chance to maybe review these rounds previously.
Yeah.
Maybe a playbook issue has been identified by Bonkar.
Damn.
Again, they will
Lagunya coy.
struggle to get a purchase together here. Have some ultimates coming online. Brock just one away from the Hunter's Fury as well. So maybe a consideration for the follow-up round here. It looks as if PRX is going to have a huge advantage.
Ini bisa nih. Jason menyalakan. Something kayaknya habis bensin gara-gara match kemarin. Ayo lah, kita butuh sering 2.0.
Couple of key tools in place. You're looking at the other side, Ethan and Scuba do have theirs, but this round doesn't feel like it's going to be one of those that they can bank on it really at this sort of position. Sheriffs, Stingers, it's light. And PRX have carved enough space back into this now to at least keep the economy building on their side and continue to make it close back on the score.
We're going to have a ton of bodies on the other side. There's something posted up with the operator. And the turret's there, I think, to take contact anyway. It's be identified here, but something able to actually be back and will reinforce this A-site hold.
Playing in Jing too on this corner. Oh my god, it's a split second! And it is a massacre as Jing, get your gun out! And if he's got your back, you're fine in the end. You did the initial work.
Nice back up.
NRG were working with just odds and ends. It's 5 alive, it's flawless. PRX.
The moment there where you feel like Jing's
right there with him.
Support player we've seen shine here in Santiago. Able to bail out. I think in this situation, and NRG been prioritising this art area repeatedly. Even in some of the slower rounds towards the back end. Now with something tasked with, well, I was going to say tasked with holding down mid, but he's actually over towards B now, reading. A bit of an adjustment here inside of NRG.
Last time we're seeing him on this side of the map, as I said, it was Forsaken last time on a solo endeavor.
Not confirmed.
No, he's gone, yeah, you can see he's got a good angle on this, but a missed shot. He's not rescinding though, still happy to stick around until then. Why did they wait that beat longer?
You see the response here from PRX, stacked 3 into Art. Try and contest this mid drift. It's only going to be Scuba potentially to be caught here.
Yep, Scuba.
It feels like such a great read from PRX, so they have all bodies basically on the side of the map. And Forsaken's already working, his timing on this is fantastic. This proactivity is marvelous, but they still need to control the site here. Scuba should be ringing the alarm bell. There's 2 foul, but Marta still just goes head first in. Jing's gone. The rest of the players over towards Secret and actually survive to pry out Scuba. Now they can start working back towards the site. Brock doesn't find much. They should be able to get a free plant here. Something is creeping closer. A pixel out of place and Marta's gone. It's going to get messy as Ethan tries to find a fight. And again, PRX keep their cool in all of this chaos. Just Brock and Kiko make it just Brock in a 1v3. You're good, Brock. You ain't this good. Divide with 4. And again, the diligence is there.
PRX now building momentum, committing to some of these set pieces where previously NRG had some freedom across the map.
Dead.
Great usage from Devi as well. Perfect timing to make use of his ultimate. He'll find 4 on the round to tie things up for a piece as well. PRX in a really good position now in terms of the ults. A massive advantage and a chance now to break the bank of NRG.
Their ability to find stability at these points is so impressive. I mean, the retakes look really well crafted. A couple new looks at the beginning of rounds like this from Something. I don't know if they want to just set the precedent that he will be here and then he doesn't have to show as much in the future, but it is working down some of that utility. But Marta's quick to business. Straight through the double doors and wants to find a new pressure point to open up with.
Something is Still posted up past pillar here.
Tapi kayaknya mereka
Spike hasn't
connect
made progress
karena
yet, so
Spike-nya masih ada di
actually
sana. Dia paling nyari-nyari
Conscious
info.
now, but Jing has backfilled this space with a judge.
Jing again,
Nice.
looking like he wants to get involved. Is going to be hindered, so can't quite get in on this.
Nice,
Invy's
Invi,
right there.
nice,
You talk
Invi,
about
nice
the
backup.
1-2 punch. Every time you think there could be a trade,
Nah,
Invi is
gitu
so
dong, itu
quick
enak
to
tuh.
this.
Di backup satu-satu tapi
Forsaken.
yes.
The chance here for NRG to recover. Issue being, they still don't know exactly where something is positioned.
Wah.
They just can't pry these players out,
Oke,
man.
ketahuan.
It's so tricky, and
Tapi
PRX
dia
is so
tahu ada
reactive, so
Jing di sana.
responsive,
Oke.
and still such a problem.
Dia tahu.
Even if you know where Jing
Mundur.
is, how are you meant to clear him with a judge like this? You can't, and he wants to get involved. They're
Masih ada
still holding
ulti,
the
tapi
extremities.
jangan gegabah.
They still have utility. It's 30 seconds. NRG are
Masih
hitting a
ada
brick
apa?
wall as Divide gonna take
Nice.
one good trade, but then there's still another player. Envy is so
Coba tahu
close.
ada orang di
Jing trying to
sana.
close the gap here. Trying to isolate on the back of the tap of the
Okay,
spike.
nice.
Yeah, Brock's in
Oh my
danger.
God.
Wow, okay, you're not meant to win that fight. Almost trying to bait them in, but 13
Hang on.
seconds.
Yeah,
is
10
too much
seconds.
time. I don't know if they can even make it here.
Wait.
Something
He
get on the
know,
cross
he know
though.
it.
I don't know if
it.
they quite get there in time.
He know
Oh
it.
my god, bounding forward, something
Oh my
at
God.
the impossible. How does NRG get away with that?
And even getting to a point with a safe plant
There's
as well.
something.
Something just missing the cross. The tag
Penyo
here.
tidak
Actually,
menyangka
they have so few options here, by the way.
Yeah,
The
it's
moment they get these 2 kills,
Berhak
it's an
sudah belajar cara
instantaneous
kontak.
decision
Neon
to
select.
walk on 1 HP.
That's what it takes.
1 HP.
That's what it takes.
Gak apa ente.
1 HP in 1 second. That's the difference between these two.
Ridiculous round from NRG.
Masih 45.
Looking a little,
Ekonomi mereka
I don't want to
hancur.
say lost, but hesitant in the mid-round.
You're trying to bait in
Forsaken.
PRX, it feels
Yes,
like. They're
I'm
trying to
yes,
wait
I'm
for that moment that's just sometimes not coming. He played into there with a couple of seconds to spare. And, well, a couple of points of
Mada
HP,
bakal
but
ulti ke
very
Saxon.
direct this time, going to depend on that
Dapat
divide
tahu
to
nggak
maybe
langsung ulti dia.
facilitate this push-up of Forsaken. Fancies his chances. Ignored
Tapi
Smarter,
ketahuan.
but
Dia
well, you can see what
ketahuan.
happens. He's lost his backup. Good
Oh!
placing! Divide! Absolutely unreal to find 3. Again, they're getting some bailout moments.
Arda's right behind this, though. Doesn't spot
Okay.
something's
Dia datang.
get popped here. It's going to be 2 players behind the divide. Jing and Something have a ton of work to do here. Jing trying to chase him down. The lockdown's invested.
Oh, this is
Wow.
taking everything. The kitchen sink's getting thrown in. Jing's got to do this. And he has!
Nice,
Jing
nice,
when he
nice,
runs his
nice.
most, and he's still
What the
standing.
hell?
Jing! That is
What the
unbelievable! The miracle against the machine, and Jing
What
is
the-
on today!
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what the
Both
heck is
players
that?
seemingly a little lost in the sauce
No,
in this situation.
I need
Divide.
triple.
They line up for
Three.
him for a
Aku
triple
butuh
kill.
POV-nya Manda.
Just here, the swap out
Manda
the weapons.
habis ammo,
Commander's on the
cowok.
reload at the worst
Wah, itu
possible time.
hoki sih.
Oh, he's gutted. Oh
Itu-
man, these
itu-
moments are just like stars aligning for PRX.
Itu hoki sih.
They are so
Hoki
good
itu.
in such bizarre conditions. They thrive in it.
What the fuck, no.
Jing this time,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Hold on, there is a firing squad there. That's a
Okay,
lot of
stop,
bodies behind
stop,
this.
stop.
And they're not
Still
backing
go
away.
forward,
See, that is what we're talking about. They keep putting bodies behind this. Might just tilt those
Yeah.
scales towards NRG's side this
Ah.
time. Finding upgrades where they didn't have these weapons
Too many
before.
utility.
Ethan able to clear a lot of space for the drone here as well. So a 4v2 for NRG in this post plant. Divine Forsaken already here though.
Dapai.
There.
Oke, Dapai
Nice
sudah
goal as
tahu
well.
ada orang di
Quite
sana.
good. Set something in motion.
Oke, dia bisa bunuh Mada.
Divide. We'll try and keep this in a manageable
Relax.
size. You can see he's cut the cross. The Marder. Sharp now. And a Thrifty that I feel like PRX kind of took their eyes off the prize for a second then.
They basically
Itu kayaknya
roll
something
the
agak
dice here
maksa
and
tadi.
fully commit
Di
behind
elemen.
this. And a delayed recon
Agak
from
sedikit
Raw
memaksa.
just dismantles this.
Shit, I think.
Been here,
Yeah,
Envy
dia-
unable to retreat back.
Agak sedikit memaksa. No.
Rex
Agak
feeding
pun
into that
sampai.
just a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the
Maybe
momentum got to them a bit.
Yeah, victims
Didn't
of their
need
own
to.
success.
Move my wall.
You don't want to open up those small windows of avenues back into this because it felt like a bit of a drought. Look at the round run that PRX were on. And well, it's PRX. Why not double down on it? Push again, push on both sides.
Sambil.
Keep the adrenaline running. Forsaken trying to stand guarded. Oh, he still gets one on the way down. Scuba's done brilliant work, but they are down in numbers.
3 di up.
7 HP here for Scuba. We'll be able to get the plant.
Masih di sana.
PRX are.
They're hot to this.
They're hot to
Bakal
this.
jalan ke mid.
If he's got ult, Devi's got ult.
Yeah, Ethan's a million miles away right now. He's all the way in mid. Jigs wrapping back behind him.
Oh, this is going to be bizarre, isn't it? So there comes the ult. There's the corner found. I think Scuba's safe from it for now. And he's got to buy time. He has to be hard to dig out of this position. Ethan's actually gotten away with this to a degree. Still has utility, but doesn't want to show where he is. Oh, that's a shot dart right to the feet of Scuba. Envy gets the ball rolling as Ethan now required to pull off the 1v3. He's been spotted and hunted. PRX not going to fall back on this, right back to business.
Tied up 6 apiece here. PRX showing the pace is the answer. What they'd seen previously, NRG struggle with. Really tap into here a couple of times. Maybe going awry for them, but NRG able to find a couple of response rounds here and tie things up.
Yeah, and 6 apiece, we're going to be handing over to a break.
Itu shock dari mana itu? Oh.
Can I help you, sir? Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better...
Wah, ini iklan. Gua skip dulu. Wah, itu shock dart-nya luar biasa itu. Untung dia kena.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
Good. ¿Y dónde están los fans de NRG? Muy bien. ¿Quién va a ganar? ¿PRX? ¿O la primera se la queda NRG? Cantemos un poco. PRX, PRX.
PRX.
¿Me van a dejar solos a Energy? No, no se puede, ¿no? Ahora, Energy. En serio, y se los digo de todo corazón, estoy muy emocionado de poder acompañarlos. Y son un público increíble. Que esto se repita 1 y 1000 veces, Santiago. Que se repita siempre. Y no me van a dejar solo a mí ahora tampoco. ¡Santiago! ¡Grita con el alma!
That's what it's all about here. The lower final in Master Santiago, already as close as you'd like. A brilliant beginning from NRG, 4 good rounds back-to-back. But the reaction from PRX was perfect. They found the solution.
And again, just talking about some of the response rounds found, this could have spiraled out of control for NRG. So crucial, they found round 9 and round 11 to follow that. Keep things in check on the back of that thrifty, which was, I said, PRX really looking to double down on that aggression. Across here to the attacking side. Previously, in the previous matchup, something really struggled to find value. And a quieter first half for him for sure.
It's enough, he's got a shoulder on it. Falls in for the cavalry.
Ada masih ada C.
Angle and goes looking. Finds a body, puts it in its place. That's if they've gone, but PRX won the space as a reaction. Marder goes in again for seconds. It's PRX starting to lose out a little in this.
No, susah nih.
Nobody really there to throw bodies behind that. Jing just trying to catch potentially a timing to trade that.
Susah.
Still 2 ghosts and a sheriff here, but it is a 3v5 for PRX. No single point of damage done to any of the NRG members.
And it feels like earlier conversation we had a lot more, but we need to see discipline here from NRG. I don't think they're a team that I've been too worried about with that regard, but when you're facing someone like PRX, you need to keep that in mind. There are problems to be made by every single player on this roster. If you make a mistake, you get caught out by
Tapi
speed.
4
Going
second
on a
full ranking
really
dari
long
sana.
flank.
Waduh nih.
It could be troubles.
Something
They're
nggak ada
Those
TP.
minute percentages,
Oke, nice.
but they exist for
Wow.
these
Looking for
players. He's having a look, but he's certainly not picked.
Oh!
No! I can't believe it, as if that's the one that misses. But something in the meantime has got Kiko. But for sake of being kept busy, he can't get back until now. Defuse is started. The PRX still trying to hold on. Defuse.
Oh no,
coming in.
Jason with
NRG finding stability.
Scuba does so well to slow this down. A little bait on the corner here, just to keep Forsaken interested. Again, the plant is good for him. At this point here, slight overstep from Envy, just re-challenging, and Jing goes ahead of the rest of his teammates. I mean, you can hear the half defuse.
You kept him busy. Yeah, it's all it is. That's all it is.
Absolutely right.
Job
Scuba
done.
effectively wins this by timing.
I mean, that was huge. Scuba's sitting on, what, 6 to 9? Not exactly a massively impactful form yet, but again, good start in the second half. But a quick reminder of what PRX can do, right? You already looked at that round. They were down after Mada had a great start and still looked like a threat. It's Ethan trying to stall this out on contact. Actually already forced off the angle and being hunted down. They are bloodthirsty, and they draw blood. Forsaken removes Ethan, gets a little upgrade, and now it's game on.
Look how quick he's moving into the back lines as well. Get right behind, potentially, his players towards B. Envy.
Harusnya dia dapat info sih, ada smoke di belakang kantor.
Throwing a dart out.
Harusnya. Tapi
It's a weird setup now for NRG.
kontak dengan Mada yang menggunakan
Goes down, but look at the strike back.
Nice.
Forsaken was there so fast.
Oh, no.
Scuba in response takes space towards B long, but he's got something on his doorstep. Still does damage on the headshot, but he gets to keep his life. Plant can come in. If you look at what remains, Forsaken still has to find so much value.
Kiko's got a judge.
Info satu low, duanya judge sama ini.
Again, they're going to be able to play range on this now.
Yeah, this is still pretty solid for them. Envy with a big opportunity, one bullet to play on, and he's got the tag, but they're still standing. Kiko still on that judge is an issue. Forsaken then getting closer. Are they turning this one around? No! Kiko flies in. Saving NRG.
Of all the things to work out there at the end of that round is Kiko with the judge.
God, that was labored.
Itu harusnya Brock mati, tapi
sure if he had a
karena
pistol
dia pilih
behind that.
armor.
It didn't feel like it.
Able to close the gap and
Kayaknya heavy armor
with a
deh.
scope.
Berapa orang?
Envy challenge it, didn't reload, doesn't have a chance to get a second
Jason
shot.
ente sih.
Still, we said it previously, always a threat in rounds like this.
Nice!
It's not clean, but it's honest work.
That's
Find
kinda
a
what you
second
get.
here in the second half for NRG.
I mean, look, PRX are the never tell me the odd side.
But look at the buy. This is disgusting.
Delightful. For PRX, so they're going to have to try and be careful about this one, because NRG with a buy like this will be playing a little bit more fast and loose, I guess you could say, right? Taking a couple bigger chances. Mada's found a timing here.
Mada outlaw
space.
ini sih, jujur.
Work into something, the only one over at the
Apa
A side of the
pegang? Kalau
map.
dia misalkan bisa headshot,
They are walking into
ini
Kiko's
bakal
setup.
gamble sih.
Still has that judge.
Harusnya menang ya. Kalau misalkan dia eksekusi bagus. Menangnya PR-nya ada di tengahnya sih, Ethan mati selesai.
Can you do it again?
Oh,
He is still impactful.
Forsaken's vulnerable.
And he's given a corner. Kiko, when does he go? He doesn't. He holds the line, and actually, they've held PRX off here. I mean, Kiko's going for it. He's trying to be a problem. Maybe tee up the others to punish that cross to him.
The upgrade now.
Oh.
Forsaken
Nice.
swings onto him. Scuba T with a bucky though.
Doesn't expect that. A bucky to the back.
Oh
It's going
no.
to hurt, but the back pedal could be the problem because Mada took this space early.
Yeah.
Lihat
Something's calling
something.
this rotation as
Oh,
well.
it's good.
They walk right into Mada's sight lines.
Something dapat
Slightly
info
more
tapi
confident,
speknya di
aggressive
sana.
risk. Should
Why
take
didn't get
30
tagged?
seconds left. And also,
Nice,
sometimes
nice, nice,
gonna be able to
nice,
backfill this, so he's
something
gonna
harusnya
be
ada
able to
nge-step.
call out there on the hunt. If he can hear it, I don't
Tapi
know.
dia
They're already
wow.
shift walking.
NRG have identified there's a lurk somewhere.
Oke, nge-step ya.
They said something was
Pick up.
orchestrating this rotation. Flank coming through from Ethan very early on, but will be
Dapat
identified.
info satu di
That's a big
admin.
tell. Nice having Devi still alive for that. So Plan's going to be in, but we're down to Devi and something to deal with the three. Closing the gap, getting much closer. Ethan now noted something's on the case, but the other two, is this their time to then try and swing? Yes. Divide forced off the angle, 33 HP. Something has to come back. He's got to try and help his boy out.
Susah sih, susah.
Now just trying to buy
Susah.
some time. Something!
Nice, something.
It's one of the greats we've
1v1.
seen. As he
Nice!
can't do it alone. He's already up. He's already putting on a show.
Itu
About
dia.
a quieter first half here.
Agen Rusia
A
kita.
bailout
Penyala
to
amat
find
ya.
the third.
I mean,
In this
look at
second,
the buy.
it's
Gak
so,
apa, emang
and then you
ini
see something
lawannya
he's
berat.
desperately calling. I've found a ton of space, guys. Only thing that's not considered is Marder. But it's crucial he doesn't catch that follow-up tag onto Divide. They're both still healthy enough to pull off a miracle in round 15.
Something gets going. I'm already grinning by the idea of it. Mechanically, a treat to watch. He always has been.
Odin.
Indy this time, he's going to have his hands full.
Oke. Invi sepertinya sudah nggak ada.
Relayed. Does get
Aduh,
noted.
tapi
They can spam him out.
But Indy's so fast.
Okay, no, they can't.
Yeah, apparently Scoop.
Balas dapat
Okay,
dua.
I thought
Oke,
something
nice.
was a mechanical
Tapi
monster, but
belum.
apparently Envy's right in the conversation.
sebuah
Brooks
Odin.
in trouble. Tries to slow the roll here.
Nggak apa,
Simmer it down a
Trevitri.
second, but look where the spike is. It is going to cause some timing problems. Something. He's considering getting behind the back lines, but he's got to work to try and secure the site.
Yeah. You have dimensional drift and a divide here for PRX.
Dia ngedetek
Ethan.
ada
And now
orang
with
di
the
mid.
identification of mid presence here.
Harusnya dapat
It's gotta be
info sih.
cautious he
Oke,
doesn't get wrapped and
dapat
spawn
info
once
Keiko
more.
di sana.
He goes in a whole lot of trouble. Where'd you go? Oh!
Huh?
You beat Forsaken like that? Now something's dead!
Player standing.
Hah?
I thought PRX had found the exact route they wanted, but that looked a little bit miscalled and a bit messy. Now,
30
Dwight,
seconds left.
big stage
Plenty of
player.
health.
Oke, gimana caranya nge-clutch dengan Odin
Command
satu.
attention, 13 to 11 so
Neve
far.
dapat satu.
Well, this one's kicked in. NRG turtling up here,
Hampir
keeping
saja.
themselves very safe. Kiko may go down. Oh, may not.
Oh,
Apparently, yeah,
sharp
no,
as
he's
day.
gunning. He is gunning on this one. 9 to 7. NRG is starting to get a lead. Do you think we're going to see a timeout here for PRX?
I imagine so.
Bentar,
It's
aku mau lihat
a
kenapa
little bizarre to see the
Jason
type
sama
of commitment
Kiri.
to that engagement onto Kiko. Again, is fired up. Invi with two beautiful openers here, but again, after they don't really find success towards A, it's a scramble decision, but there's no, which is why it's weird to see the commitment to that engagement. Maybe just thinking there's one site anchor, we have to kill him. Even at that point, something doesn't get himself into a position to really offset that at all.
No.
Just kind of sits in his ult, screaming the Kiko's here.
Brilliant. Help me.
Out.
Someone help me kill the guy. He is currently on 17 to 10, Kiko. Probably, I think he had some very impactful rounds previous when we saw them even in their loss, but we hadn't seen this sort of, I guess, individual form coming into effect. So, again, if you're NRG, it is going to be a nice little boost to the Coinbase win condition potentially, right? If he's going to be having a big game like this, certainly up there with Marder as it stands, but on the other side, it is a team effort. But the problem is the buy is in a bit of a spot of bother. You've already got 9 rounds with NRG. That gap can start being taken away from you.
Bucky in hand for Jing. The Sheriff's hands elsewhere for PRX. You know, always able to piece together some sort of threat in a round like this. Ultimates to invest on both sides here. Key for me though, Marder and Scuba sitting on theirs. Marder trying to punish the low buy here with a scope in hand.
He's been good at it, to be honest. I think like they've got a nice little understanding, but the tempo still is going to be quite high here potentially. Looking at Jing, that Bucky. Does he get to even have a say in the round? You've already got Marder on this deeper line, going to spot this out, but again, smooth moves, but his better shot. Not a good connection towards Forsaken. Fall back to a slightly deeper position, make them work to try and gap close.
I don't know if Jing's going to be able to get close enough.
They are very aware of what PRX want to do.
Oke, Jing gimana
Seeing
caranya?
this space happy. Yeah,
Kontak.
Jing's taking a tag already.
Yeah, it is truly uphill to try and get close to them and Divide, and you can
Just
see
hooks, man, yeah.
it's they're trying it, right? You can see the intention from PRX, but NRG's awareness is really solid in this. And I think Indy might be dead. He is. NRG very meticulous here.
Oke, nggak apa-apa.
Just mitigating all this risk so well. Scuba to find another onto Jing. It's just Forsaken left. With a ghost, we'll get a consolation.
It's
10 for NRG.
That's going to be a feel-good round as well, though. Coming out of a timeout, the PRX have just called it. Obviously, that's not going to be for that round. But again, you keep that like, we're in your heads. We've got red here. We know
ayo gue mau pakai ini dan pakai di
apa?
Gue mau matiin hitupnya dan.
The series previously for NRG really got out of control. When they were starting to get outgunned, they were starting to get out-called. Here, the control, the composure is fully on display here on Pearl. Curious now, PRX's approach. Oh, they're not happy with that. Look at the ultimates in place for NRG. It's only the Hunter's Fury missing for Brock. The other side, yeah, I mean, a couple here, and Divide just one away.
Positioning as a starter, 2 in middle, working through Art. And already just time being purchased for Brock. They're setting up Scuba. They're sending him in. They've sent him with Marta. And it's got their reward already. Removing something is a big scalp to claim. Now they can sit back, kind of, you know, make them work again, have to really force the fight on this space. Brock's doing really well at the balancing act as well.
Yeah.
He's going to get challenged here, though. Forsaken not reading into this. He does clear it!
Oh my god, Forsaken.
Oh my
god. Fantastic trade for Scuba, but if he could find him, he does.
Okay,
they're still in this 1-3v3. They've somewhat got sight. Brock is still nearby. And they're all still airing. Something we noted earlier in this. Jing has to move out of the way. Gotta respect it, not finding security on the side yet. As Ethan waits and strikes. Good diligence, good understanding of what PRX would have wanted. Now that plant feels harder and harder to get.
Yes.
Right, desperately looking for something here, but 42 HP can't really go forward. Envy has found the spam onto Brock.
He's getting back on now, isn't it?
Masih ada
Divide, maybe down lower, 42 HP, 49 with Envy, but locked down there with Kiko. Ethan's position should be noted.
Dibalas ulti sepertinya sama Keiko.
To fully affect the NRG side, but it does cost them a couple of seconds.
Yeah, trying to take space on the back of it.
The timing, Ethan, get your gun out. Oh, you don't need to say that!
Oh my god!
He's up! He's letting them know. Today, on the call-in, on point mechanically, getting the point on the board.
PRX a little slower than you'd expect to see. Kiko fall so deep because of the ult from Divide. Again, they're just hesitant to take space here. And Ethan is isolated. He even goes for a drone here, which is wild to see, but able to catch both of them. Lower HP, obviously. Able to piece together a trade. NRG up to 11 now.
I keep waiting though for that next gear from PRX, but I'm not seeing it yet. I haven't seen it kick in. We saw it not found it now.
Dia punya
they are in tatters financially.
Guardians, no shield on Divide as well. Should all in here in round 19. Again, bait out
dan dia punya Odin.
NRG been so good at finding these first bloods and immediately peeling away, forcing the reclearance from PRX.
Dia bisa aja ngepegannya.
That's when PRX have struggled here in Santiago, where they're forced to contact slowly. NRG doing so well.
Bagaimana caranya mengkotak.
Control the tempo and the aggression.
Which is so hard against a team like PRX, who are one of the greats at being disruptive, one of the greats at the pace in their own minds. And here's the reaction. NRG gonna fall away slightly. Gonna get to that scale ups coming in through Art. At least 2 players there. Brock is ready for this. Still has Dart. Gotta find the timing right though. NRG very much on the verge here. Information not forthcoming, and Brock getting a little bit of spam. This is super tense stuff. Good chip damage.
Dia bakal jadi
You
sasaran.
can see the pressure he's under, and now Scuba strikes. Forsaken answers back, and the site not secure. Kiko plays forward, traded 1-for-1. Ethan though denies the plant. That's the big one. There's now Divide has to try and find him. Doesn't quite know about Marta yet. Doesn't have the time on his side.
Tapi ini bakal susah.
NRG just gonna again sit patient.
Marta menggunakan sniper.
Away here to allow the group to come through. Marta does have ult if things get dicey here. And the positioning here is certainly going to favour them. I don't think Divide's going to have an opportunity to isolate somebody unless they split. They are actually splitting.
Harder. First man in. You can see the intention from Divide was to strike then.
Oh no!
Oh my word, he is a lucky boy to even be alive!
Oh my god!
Ethan's there! It is all coming together! NRG having fun with it! You saw it on the cams! They're giving it! This is perfect for NRG. As again, it takes a great team to try and control PRX, but the tempo read is stunning.
Scooby does so well to find both kills here. At the moment where PRX are about to flip the site, Ethan went out here on the back of Marta's investment as well. You see the respect given to Devi in the clutch here.
You've got to.
NRG up to map point now.
Wah, susah nih.
String of 4
Energi bakal
rounds.
menang.
Very little in
Karena
terms
Keiko punya
from
ulti.
PRX.
Scuba juga
The
punya
lockdown and
ulti.
divide to invest in nothing available for
Bakal berat nih.
PRX. Jing just won away something 2 off the dimensional drift. Bork denying one of the orbs early. Marta here won't get confirmation, but a pretty good idea. Something shows his hand towards Art. Forsaken might be played in off that.
Yes.
Oh, the timing on that one.
Cuma satu
LG
aja,
are
cuma
really
satu aja.
unwilling to give up even this sort of space. Still willing to kind of shoulder it and make PRX have to fact find so much deeper than they'd like. Oh, staying as a pack. Look at this. Look at Scuba and Brock. Doubled up here. Something.
no.
I mean, he's still sharp, isn't he?
Dia dapat
Still
info
good.
Odin
Still
di
gets
A.
the man up for PRX. Maybe that A site is still for the taking.
Bit of a gap here. Bork just caught.
Knock mati,
Pulls out the
tapi
dart for some reason, but Ethan goes forward. The viral fall.
Oh!
What the?
The two-time champ still holding the line. Forsaken.
Ya ampun, Jing.
Nico is right next to this. Oh,
Nice.
the swing and an absolute knockout punch from Forsaken. Marta.
Oh my God.
Oh
You
no.
absolute madman. You can't do it all. Kept in check and PRX keeping themselves alive.
Lawan apa ini anjir?
Basically everything except in
Woi,
this
lawan apa ini
rifle
anjir?
here. See what the knock-on effect is for the
Jing.
something in not shying away. And
Jing
this
stun.
challenge from NRG is so well timed because of contact taken
ini wide swing
elsewhere.
Untung dia nggak tahu Invi di mana.
God Forsaken. I mean, it's
I mean, a
taking
bold,
a lot.
bold
It's taking
swing.
a lot, Matt. Look at the odds.
Tapi ini bakal kalah sih, 4 ultimate
in full
online.
hand for NRG. Again, uphill for
Tapi
PRX.
di
They're going
balik
to try and
itu
pull
ada
this
3
one together
ultimate juga
again.
online.
Jing waiting with that judge, just holding this space a little bit deeper. See if NRG do decide to try and get that info.
Aduh,
Will be noted.
I'm gonna dig him out though.
ketahuan sih.
You two invested to force him, but Invi here with the
Oh,
drone
we didn't
won't
clear.
catch Scuba.
Scuba,
Wow,
let off the
didn't
leash
check.
is a threat. And now he's got support coming in as well. That Hunter's Fury just trying to be a fact finder, right? The slip through coming in from Devi though, taking space by Art. Brock in that case, but Forsaken
Wah, nice
tries to find him with
position,
Invi
Invi
again.
dapat 2.
Double damage done for PRX. 4v3, Marta on the workaround in middle. You still got something going towards B. This is so fractured.
Bork here for front to kill though, which he will do.
Oh.
Devi will fall once more.
Even numbers.
Marta's missed the rotation as well. He went back through to Art. Something
Tapi
has
dia dapat
found
info
so
sih.
much space once more.
But Marta could be behind them. More machine than
Mana
man. The
bakal
timing could be
juga
great
Invi's
here.
watching.
Invi's on the case, and he is on it
Oh my
today.
God.
Invi with some heroics
Mati.
to keep PRX in this map. But Kiko 30 in HP, he's committing towards this. Hunter's Fury on top, trying to get that one dealt with. Allow for the plant here. Oh dear, okay, the lock
lockdown
is
is
destroyed, but
closed,
Kiko
tapi
catches
Forsaken
Forsaken.
mati.
It's on Invi. The
Bisa
hero
Invi.
has to ace today. That shock dart is exceptional, forcing them forward into the fight. But still NRG trying to toy with the timing,
Ente.
and Kiko will not be played with today.
Ente.
23 kills, and NRG getting map 1 under their belt.
All right, boys, very important to listen to my voice now. Cool, calm, and collected when we play. All the way, boys. When we're scaling together. Make a plan and commit to the plan. If you want to make a play, you make a play. You want to shoot someone in the head, you shoot them in the head. You are allowed to do mistakes, boys. Keep playing the game at all times. Doesn't matter the score, guys. Let's play to win.
Oke, kita rehat dulu.
Red Bull gives you
Pelan. Oh my god, itu sengit sih. Ntar gua mau nyamperin siapa ya? Oke, aku akan nyamperin. Aduh. Itu jujur sengit. Musikan juga. Jujur itu sengit sih. Sengit banget.
Yes? Are you sure? Maya? Very well. If you say so, then I must be the truth. Let us be sure. Those human who pushes the right answer. Halo Mario, well. Ah!
Oh. Iya, tiba-tiba.
Aku dapat ending A.
Aduh, micu. Udah gitu 15 detik.
Gila, oh my god, jangan dibahas, Bang. Gila, kamar gue gelap lagi. Ah.
Woi lah, iklan 30 detik. Guys.
Apa namanya, orang ikan-ikan yang kita tangkap kan manusia ya, mereka jadi variatif dasarnya, mereka kehabisan napas.
Gimana cek X?
Mereka kehabisan napas, bisa gitu.
Upcoming your chance, get crash.
Komentar ke aja kita.
Duration akan menjadi 15 detik.
Santai aja dulu, gue cuma pengen namatin doang.
Line plus 1. Wah, ini sih Yoru dipaksa menjadi pure duelist trade. Soalnya dengan meta Yoru sekarang ini PRX bahkan putar rotasi ini lagi, komposisi lagi tanpa Yoru. Wah, ini biggest nerf sih kalau emang.
Oke. Let's go all ending real.
Expression
tadi kan dia bilang apakah manusia kamu ketemu adalah,
soalnya something sudah
iya. Tadi kan kita pilih no kan ya. Yes.
Mengetahuinya.
Are you sure? No. Oke, kita balik. Yes.
Yes.
Oke, apa yang terjadi kita pilih yes, teman. Apa yang terjadi kalau kita pilih yes?
Smoke duration when cast one dead.
Real, titip absen.
Turun menjadi 6 second.
Oh, kamu lagi stream juga? Oh, damn, semangat.
Medal, area of effect reduce dari 6 sampai 4.
Let's go all ending real, tapi endingnya ada 2 doang loh. Endingnya ada 2 doang loh, Kak Sweet.
Entah. Ini nerf. Ini nerf habis ini. Well, they nerfing her so much. She was already dead before. Bentar, aku mau Valorant patch 12 detik. Oh, memang. Apakah sudah ada? Belum ada. Gue bakal lihat weeknya sih. Agen baru mix. Oke. Your nerf. Your nerf. New game mode knockout teaser. Nah.
5v5.
Nanti dah. Knockout. Oke. Kayaknya cuma 2 itu aja deh. Nerfnya yang lebih parah nerfnya Yoru sih. Kalau Love, gua bakal bilang ini nerf yang balance. Kenapa? Durasi smoke when cast while dead ya, artinya smoke ketika dia mati itu kurang dari 14 ke 6 detik. Ya artinya tidak ada lagi yang namanya 2v1, bakal jadi 1v1, pure 1v1. Ini nerf bagus karena gua benci lihat Glove di rank. Lagi dengan smoke-nya itu kalau sudah mati. Apa ini? Kenapa orang-orang pada ikutan tren ini? What's wrong with that our coach? Happy birthday tapi kayak orang mending saja. Rimuru Tenten Benz Rimuru bro, harusnya kok band yang apa bench yang ini loh. Nepotisme, tim nepotisme. Invite to live there after accepting a full-time work position with Santiago Zoo. Ini main-main nih. Netanyahu that has been confirmed. Ada apa dalam dunia VTuber? Enough year to the crown but they didn't touch Neon. They really said fuck nothing, glory to Dambi. Sebenarnya Dambi bisa seperti itu karena bantuan franchise juga sih. Bantuan tim-timnya. Mungkin dengan nerfnya Yoru, mereka bakal mengutamakan 2 inisiator misalnya Racer sama Recon. Bakal ada perubahan kom habis-habisan dengan Yoru. Dan kita bakal lihat saja. Duelist with one flash is crazy work.
To this Vice composition, which is so good at hard stalling even dive agents like Raze in a choke. But PRX put a great priority on fighting up towards Heaven on the A side, same over towards B, and putting pressure on cutting the players rotating in before then dealing with the hard anchors later in the round. They have very creative ways to path. I think of the rounds where they're sitting like 1 player satchelating through main, 1 up ramp to split into A Heaven. This has been a great map for them. They have an excellent approach on attack. It really seems like the perfect place to bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We saw the Forsaken also TPing into their own utility. They're very, very creative, as you're saying, Mimi, from the attack. Now, on the other side, we have to talk about NRG. They changed the composition a little bit to go up against them, and it looks like we are not going to be seeing changes for the side of NRG. They're going to be sticking with that vibe. The last time that we saw NRG playing on this map, you will remember it. It was against BBL, went to another crazy overtime, and NRG, of course, came out on top.
I think where NRG got most exposed was at A Heaven hold. I'm interested to see what they're looking to change up as reaction. I think you can go for pushing through in other parts of the map, or I think you need to absorb for that dive and then fight back in with the flashes from the sky in this Neon.
Speaking about cheekiness, I want to keep seeing the meta performance that we're seeing today. 8-0 in opening duels on map 1. Definitely one of the win conditions, and especially his opportunity to bounce back after his performance yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, 291 ACS is what he clocked at the end of that game. Very strong showing. Conversely, PRX, their duels were a little on the quieter side.
Sure, but this is, again, a perfect map, a very comfortable one for them to bounce back. For NRG, though, I think the deeper we go into this series, we get maps like Breeze, like Haven, that are excellent for the PRX chaotic brawl style, that I think are a little more difficult to prep and have a perfect game plan for, the way NRG likes to go into maps. I think if they want to win today, it's going to set them up for a lot more success if they can take a map where they know they can prep into of Split, but that's tough. PRX excellent here.
PRX eyeing off a perfect 5-0 record on Split here for Santiago. Can they land that plane? We'll find out as we head over to Pansy and Hypok.
Hansy and Pypok.
You can't call me Hansy and Pypok, Mitch. I see you. I see you shaking the head, buddy. It's been a long week. I get you. Luckily, we've turned your mic off now, so you can't reply after your sassy little start. Now, focusing on this map, though, right? Like, this has been the stronghold of PRX, one of the best we've seen from them, one that got you on board. Those retakes, perfectly timed, great positioning, lovely mentality. Hey, NRG are no slouches here, but it feels like a different caliber to face PRX on this map.
Yeah, and initially we saw PRX demonstrate a very, very strong approach versus G2, but strayed away from that ever so slightly. See previously here in the Swiss stage, 13-10 in favor of PRX. On Split, NRG kicking things off on the defense. Paranoia primed here. He sent forwards. Bork won't catch any damage through the wall. And a ton of players already making progress towards ramp.
Yeah, Brook's got to be careful to not just get pop flashed or just swung on the wall drop. Like, there's a lot on his plate that I don't think he quite knows about, but tempering it.
Forsaken's tucked
Speaking about
here.
Scuba, oh dear, Forsaken.
No.
Checkmate! Perfectly positioned and perfectly handled. They get the first man to the good and they go.
Nice.
Look at Vent, it's here so fast.
Yeah, they're going to be right behind this. Here's something able to get into elbow here. Jing now isolated, but Bork's going to fall towards screens.
Yeah, they're starting to struggle in numbers, just numerically. The difference is there as NRG close, but sadly no cigar. There's PRX with 5 alive.
Nice.
Beautiful. Average was never the plan for this team, and map 1 already looking way sharper here.
Flawless pistol round here. A way to get themselves back on the board here for map 2. Then NRG, right place, right time, but just missed the timing here towards Vents. Initially, you saw 3 players stacked. They concede the heaven space.
I mean,
maybe expecting a bit of a pop here with the Paranoia set up. PRX were ready to push in.
I genuinely thought that there was suddenly a sky on the PRX side. I was baffled at how close Ethan got on that, but speaking of getting close, something. Throwing a couple of shots out there, but it'll be Ethan to be punished on this. Jing with a very early catch. There's going to be classics behind this and a stack towards 8. So, PRX got to be a bit careful to not just go in. But again, you look at the spike, they're not fully committed to this idea. They are taking space, though.
Envy posted up outside B, won't have any idea of presence towards the site here. Divine happy.
Dia harusnya dapat info sih.
Still post up in towards main. And Forsaken making ways back towards the spike. Something's been given a ton of space to work into.
Nice.
Behind Scuba. Again, the harder of the clearance here in some of the anti-eco rounds you see on Split. So, obstacle well handled by PRX.
Yeah, and again, their discipline has been something to note, and also just kind of their contingency plans. You look on the other side of the map. Okay, Kiko, that's just a ridiculous shot. Luckily, Jing's keeping things...
Okay, Kiko.
Kiko.
All right. Not another one.
Kiko!
No more.
I mean, thank you,
Nice.
something. It took a little bit to get there, and actually broke.
Bisa berak.
You have timing on this?
30 seconds left.
Oh.
Bakal ambil.
But in the meantime, speaking of their contingency plan, Envy was working the entire time as well. Nice for something. Good build for his ult as well, getting 3 kills here. Nice little beginnings, but NRG showing a bit of danger. Well, Kiko.
Yeah, eyes on something here as well in terms of his ability to lurk forwards in map 1 on Pearl. Find a ton of space. Unfortunately, things not really aligning for PRX in some of those later rounds.
Yeah.
Again, unnoting players like Marda on the other side. Curious if that's going to be the approach for him here on Split. And another one that earlier on we were talking about something really struggling to put numbers up in the previous matchup in the Swiss. Was a little behind the curve.
But it felt like deeper into this, starting to really find stability as Jing. I mean, confidence has never been a problem, but Marda is a slightly better shotgun. So, Judge wins out.
Still have decent buy behind this for PRX, but Marda.
Judge versus Bucky.
Given the first, PRX have got all the way past this to heaven, though.
Yeah,
Gotta get the spot on Scuba.
Yeah, and now Kiko's maybe noticed as well on the Prowler. This actually gets quite tricky to hold, but Marda's there to try and bail him out a little bit here, being tricky. Forsaken doing it right back. Ethan's going to find him, so they're looking safe in the end. And their first buy here, they handle the bonus with relative ease.
Flawless anti-eco from NRG. Marda with a great read in terms of
bonus, tapi
PRX are going to try and do
tidak ada yang mati satu-satu.
Well, I mean, there were rifles here. PRX wasn't necessarily a broken buy to follow up.
IJ thought they had the sweep on the site, considering they got the info.
Yeah, I mean, the info.
Heaven.
Exactly, yeah. Scuba able to peel away, and there's just no pressure coming his way. You know, the paranoia timing there. Maybe Kiko able to slow things down at the right moment. Something already investing towards an operator. Oh, I was going to say Kiko going to be caught. A little bit of a jump scare there on the peak.
And that should be a very stark wake-up call as well, that something is going to be working. This is going to be present across the board as well. You're not going to get it on just one side. He's doing it again here. Succeeding on B, succeeding on A. He has given them the keys to the castle. This map is theirs to manipulate now.
Something actually takes the TP all the way to the other side of the map. Might even catch this mid-push.
Oh, you can't get away from him. Omnipresent. Something is a problem that they cannot solve right now.
Nah, itu yang menyebabkan
running rings around NRG. Borg able to potentially find two. He does fall second, and Envy will fall, but Jing good for the trade. Will convert here on a third. Something everywhere at once.
How are you meant to pin that guy down? I mean, start to B, he's then at A, and then he's catching you in middle. Feels impossible.
Yeah, so this is all ahead of the minute mark as well. Yeah, literally.
I'm on your side. 6-1.
Just everyone.
As soon as he gets that up, man.
Of course.
One away for the national drift and one away for the showstopper for Jing. Nothing really in touching distance for NRG just yet.
So they sent Marda to be kind of the opposing number. Yeah, good luck. I wouldn't fancy my odds, but then again, I'm certainly no Marda. So see how he wants to try and deal with this. Two really rather generational talents, and it's Marda to find Jing. There was a shot sent back, but it finds no purchase. So a 5v4. Kiko going to be noted, but he can then slip back towards site, pop the smoke in. But in the meantime, you're looking at PRX and Divide taking space towards ramp. The reaction from NRG is in. They already have bodies towards heaven.
Second trying to maybe feign some presence elsewhere, but he's going to be posted up outside B to try and control Kiko. Man advantage here for NRG. Smoke will come through. Doesn't really buy them much space, but Ethan going to respect it for the time being.
Yeah, they've got them somewhat pinned here. They've allowed that heaven control to swing over. I guess it is how much threat they can even imply. But with 30 seconds, they are going to be heading right towards Scuba. And something's got on Ethan, but it's Scuba's curiosity that could have been their downfall. Clears towards the fence. Kiko's caught towards B. They've got to go towards A. Rock in a hard place. And Marda's waited. Patience is rewarded. Devi with the spike has to go blind in towards B, gambling on where Kiko may wait. And Devi, it looks like he gambles wrong. Kiko, numbers up. PRX not running away just yet.
So crucial that Kiko is able to stay alive here long enough. You see the initial intention from Forsaken. Again, just trying to buy time for something to find another pick, maybe manipulate the map. There's a great catch from Mada. Even better there onto Ethan, didn't you see that? Yeah, crucial impact from Kiko once more.
He's elevating here. Big player in map 1. Could potentially keep that up here in map 2. But PRX forced down on a bit of a broken bite.
Maybe Pacey here on the back of the showstopper and the dimensional drift.
You'd imagine so, but it's Kiko actually controlling this side of the map. So a big switch up here. Dragging Brock over towards B, putting Marder in towards that mailroom, but is this the read from NRG of how they want to handle it? Again, there's still a lot of danger when you look at Jing with that ult. It feels like he lands him, man.
Yeah, you can see NRG respecting that presence. We'll concede a ton of space here. The Snakebite going to slow things down for sure, but again, looking for them to play the range advantage here. I mean, Devi actually, you spot that, does have a Guardian in hand.
They are really close though. Flash ahead, doesn't find it, but then I guess the backfill works out. Gonna punish something. I'm looking at Jing here. Oh, okay. The second time I've asked
that
he
is
gets
bold
Kiko.
From Ethan.
I mean, it's a brave look. I wouldn't be going in there. You don't know how many were up towards ramp at that point. But PRX looking like a bit of a danger. Can they make it towards site for a pond though? NRG are just playing super deep.
Can Forsaken get this upgrade? He does. Rifle in hand now. 10 seconds off of smoke. Devi.
30 seconds left.
Envy going to get themselves onto site here.
Gonna get pipped from that.
Yeah,
Devi.
they will.
Couple of key tools coming through. And it's going in. Marder does have ult if he needs it.
It's a weird spread though.
Yeah, it's not ideal, and Marder is going to use the ult to try and clear it through on this space. Takes away Envy almost instantaneously. Forsaken and Devi getting cleared, and Devi the last one alive here. Marder going to fall to his knees on this, but Ethan in reaction, and NRG, there is a good look to how they want to handle PRX. It feels like they've done their homework today. They're coming in ready.
See just how deep PRX would have had to have gone in this round to find something on the back of. I mean, this is steps into the Snakebite as well to find that against the Bucky of all things. Yeah, it's NRG's ability to really force the hand of PRX, respecting the lesser buy massively. The investment doesn't necessarily go outside of the pit here.
Yeah.
We have Envy's Nightfall.
Jing still got his, didn't burn it. So again, there's still some good tools. I mean, something's got his as well. So we've got a couple of big ults online for PRX. But I think I'm just looking at how NRG are prepped for this. And I think they're just understanding what works with PRX, just seeing how deep they're sitting, how that kind of tempo's almost being applied from that Pearl mentality here on Split. Now, whether or not you can keep doing that is what we're here to see, if there's some deep validity in it. But I liked what I heard coming in from the coach, right? During that halftime there. Keep playing the game at all times. Stay active. Call up your own number. Take chances. And I think with the right dose of discipline, with that touch of aggression on top and no fear, it creates a very scary prospect for NRG. And I think PRX need to wake up to that. I think they have it. I think they'll cotton on to this. But they can't let the game shift away from them. They are a map down. That's not the end of the world. It is still a best of 5. But you start feeling it if you're starting to fall out to the same issues in map 2.
Expected to see the investment here, especially with Jing picking up the judge. Maybe see them try and, I mean, it's not going to break the bank here of NRG, who also have ultimates themselves, Scuba, Ethan, and Kiko. So Marder's investment came previously to counter the pit in that retake. Scuba might even just, on the back of contact here, invest the pit. No, Jing allowed safe passage, but Scuba's spammed out here by Forsaken.
Yeah, it looked like he would try and slip behind on those vents, but gets caught on that one. A really good pickup for PRX. Man to the good at the 1 minute 20 mark, but look how proactive NRG are getting. They are moving. They've got the Seekers coming through as well. It's highly indicative now of this A hit. No surprises in that, but Jing gonna show his hand, and also you can see something getting the information towards Heaven here. They're gonna have the sight, and you're gonna hear those ults coming online.
Jing actually sat in front of the paranoia here, but Envy's gonna find Kiko. Ethan under a ton of pressure now.
Yeah, it's down to okay, that doesn't find a body. Actually doesn't do as much damage as I thought, and the spike's not down yet. I'm looking at Marder. Slow and steady approach on the flank, and the timing is there. Forsaken spots him, something gets saved, and PRX hold big numbers now.
Just Brock and Ethan left. If they can find a kill, they can make an attempt here, but again with Jing being a little slippy. Can he get back in with his judge now?
Jing's a problem. All eyes then focusing towards that site, the distraction there, but Brock's taken away Forsaken, and the turn! Brock! How are you aware of this? So smart, but Defy is still here. Ethan wants half. Ethan's gone! Ethan, you might get half, but you don't get any more. Defy, marvelous in the clutch.
Beautiful work here from NRG to even make that possible. I was concerned with Jing's spacing here in terms of NRG getting back into heaven. The flash comes through and just denies Jing from finding a crucial kill onto Brock. And just see it fully blind. There's Devi, cool, calm, and composed to find Ethan as well.
It is just a heavyweight battle, though. We've seen Brock then just absolutely pop off and then just get outdone by a quick reaction. Speaking of quick reaction, outdone. It's Jing, the icon, on doing this. That judge is staying firmly in hand for now. He's got a reward early again. So much early impact.
There's just a lick of HP here. I'm not sure after decay. It's 17 in total for him. Jump spot here from something. Won't find anything elsewhere. A wide open A site right now. Maybe on the back of Brock's ultimate, but NRG, if they don't catch somebody towards mid, they'll be way behind the curve here. Issue being Jing is tucked into sewers. They send in all three forwards, or Brock going back? Yeah, he is.
And yeah, he's not going to pull punches on that one. Jing's done God's work in this. Oh, he's back to it. The temptation just calling him back. But by now, the site's already firmly under the PRX banner. And NRG's options are near on zero. It might be time to save.
Another 2v4. I don't think they fancy their chances this time around.
Crowd's loud today for it, though.
Again, NRG just not able to convert some of this progress they make in mid. Jing does so well to slip away. I mean, initially even being caught in that spam towards Mail.
Yeah.
PRX certainly a slower pace than I was expecting here, considering the performance in Swiss. They are able to whittle away at the defensives of NRG.
But I do want to see if there's a quick identification of how to just try and survive in middle. Jing's managed it, was it twice now? It was Scuba the first time, I think it was Marder this time. I want to see if maybe NRG can kind of slip a bit deeper on that, or how far willing PRX are to explore those options further.
That's the other consideration as well. NRG have to be conscious of the operator coming back out. I'm not sure what the funds sit currently. Something is on a rifle, but see a timeout here called by NRG. And not necessarily any concerns here. I mean, even in some of these rounds that are dead and buried, NRG able to still make a go at things.
Oh, yeah. Party done.
The gaps in the purchase, but not sure utility-wise. Ethan currently sitting on a stinger. Scuba and Brock's ultimates still available as previously mentioned. Whether or not they do, again, you've already seen the switch up here from Brock over towards B, and Kiko now tasked with anchoring the A site. Kiko did well in a few, other than something finding him with the operator. He's really been able to slow down that late round contingency on the back of Forsaken.
Yeah. And to be fair, that's easier said than done, right? Like, these sort of options that PRX are really good at getting is hard to deny. So I don't think he's necessarily been an issue. I just want to see how they try and handle that mid space, right? Like, what do you put behind it? What's the game plan to try and deal with it? If Jing's now just kind of set the tempo and standard that we are going to pressure this, what is the response? I don't know if they have anything to really put there to create enough of a fight back, I guess.
We'll switch up here from PRX on the back of that timeout potentially. It might be something alongside Forsaken to challenge in towards B, but with Kiko not positioned towards Pillow, it looks like NRG might shift their focus entirely towards mid. Bit to spread here will allow masses of control. This man will come through here. Kiko happy to dip his toes as well with a shorty.
But I like what I'm seeing from Ethan on this reposition, but he's only got a stinger, right? So that's...
I mean, don't expect him to be challenging.
No. Well, still got a bit of util to clear to get towards this, but again, that should be easy. I don't see that being an issue, and Jing's entries are getting scarier and scarier. The confidence getting taller. Gone. Again, sight firmly and quickly won.
Everybody's here for NRG.
Anything to flood back in with. Brock's got ult, I guess. It's quite shallow, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually catch anything. It's just space on the back of that.
Yeah, but something's still going to stand his ground. That said, finding very little with that ult. The spray comes in. Ethan on the trade. Jing still stands. PRX not respecting this flood back in at all by NRG. That is backbone, and that is NRG not finding the answer. PRX with a lovely pivot towards B, reading that adjustment from NRG and keeping 4 alive.
Ethan backing away here. It's still only a stinger. 200 credits behind this. He's going to want to give this up, but PRX just sweep the site. Again, on the back of Brock's ultimate, this plan really relies on a ton of value being found. Very, very curious of if that just rides and dies on Brock's ultimate. Even here, like I said, it's just space on the back of this, and then you look at the spacing coming back through after the paranoia. Mother falls, and Brock's tucked into a corner. Scuba's barreling out with a Bucky from heaven. At that point, you've forced the players out of the range that the Stinger and the Bucky are going to do work.
My eyes go directly to Jing again, though. He's been solid on these entries. This time, a little more tempered in pace. Marder put to test and task towards middle. Judge there. But again, it looks like they want to pressure this B site. And this time, it is just going to be Kiko here. Still has his paranoia. And he's going to send it out now. Kiko's in trouble. Look at this. Marder, though! Where did he catch Forsaken in the smoke? Maybe they could actually play back towards clearing Pillar. It is a bit of a stalemate now. Marder goes in. Kiko on the trade. And NRG spacing out way better.
Absolutely, down to just 2 now. Devi and Jing just try and consider the plant. Won't be any pressure coming back from NRG just yet. Devi going forward zone.
I mean, never tell me the odds with this team, but NRG's stability is there. It's there. It felt a little bit dangerous. But the reaction, fantastic, and actually dealing with some really high pressure coming towards that B site, not willing to back away.
Forsaken being caught here with the TP, just catches a glimpse as well as that reveal.
There's that killer instinct.
Effect. Forsaken, unfortunately, not able to capitalize there. Even initially, I mean, Device is desperate, I guess, to find something ahead of the retake going from NRG. Switch up once more of the setup here. PRX, Zeta pings. All eyes set on B site right now for PRX.
And all eyes on middle for NRG. 4 players are waiting for this. They are absolutely waiting for what Jing is about to do. Kiko, first contact, gets warded away. Paint Shell to follow. Marder and Scuba stay interested. Stay locking this down. Forsaken tries to spray into it. He does get a really good shot towards, I think it was Scuba.
Yeah.
I thought Scuba was going to be lower than that, honestly.
Also gets healed back up by Ethan. Well, something on the back of this, though, has TP'd all the way behind the B site.
I don't know if that consideration is there. Marder, yeah, it is now, I think. Just get, oh! Envy with a run and gun on that. Marder's dead. That should be, oh!
Wow.
Scuba!
What is that?
You can't see anything, Scuba! Replay, please, for that one, as something trying to cut behind, though, and give them some safety to play into. Allow for this plant to come down. The paranoia, going to keep him honest in this. But then the curiosity peeking towards the site here. NRG starting to work back in. Envy again, huge denial. This is miraculous from PRX. And Scuba, he did well, but well is not good enough against this side. They found the pressure point to play into.
Here, NRG with the right responses, right, to prevent this early drift into mid from PRX on the back of the showstopper. Oh my, I mean, I'm just dreading the triple. What is that?
I don't know.
Because he's not even planting right against the wall.
Nope.
It's just a hope and a prayer into the smoke. Envy a quieter performance here on split, but finding 3. To get PRX up to 7, teed up to find a huge advantage here. Broken by from NRG.
Just seeing what something did then as well is just ticking the box. And very pacey from Marta. He's already behind them. Marta is on the move. And Device taking down Brock, so that looks like the A site is ready for the taking, but there are other bodies here. And it's Scuba waiting, gets him mid-air!
Something?
What a shot! And where was something in this? You see Scuba trying to turn on a dime and find Forsaken. Easier said than done. It's Forsaken and Envy trying to put it together now. Marta, they don't know about this man. That is the nuisance. Maybe the nail in the coffin in this one. Envy's magic has been absolutely brilliant, though. But these 3 players are going to make it pretty impossible, you feel. Can he try?
He's got some space here.
He's got time.
Certainly an opportunity to potentially find a free plant. Ethan's still looking towards 8. Mada obviously going to potentially set things in motion for Ethan. Yeah, now he'll turn his eyes. Does he catch Envy ahead of this? Does Envy catch him?
Well, that's the thing. Where does he choose to try and plant? I think Ethan doesn't want to give too much away or take any higher risks than necessary. Just keep the space.
Still waiting.
See that Envy took a look, taps the spike. Ethan smart, just goes for the jump spot on this. Envy trying to slow it down. That's solid. Envy's doing exactly what you need to put yourself in for a fighting chance. Sends that trying to catch Marta. Marta's in middle, and now they're going to flood through CT. Envy, what can you do? 1v3. They are so close. High-low setup. Never going to let it happen. NRG clawing back this game after PRX went on a bit of a run.
Beautiful tempo shift here for the last round for NRG to find their 5th and really catch PRX off guard.
Red Bull gives you wings.
¡Qué locura, eh! Traemos unos amigos, los conocen muy bien. Fran, algunas palabras para el público, por favor.
Esto es historia de los eventos de Valorant ya. O sea, Chile, sois historia.
Saat mudik tiba, semua gerasa-gerusuk. Di momen itulah, Popmi siap masuk.
Mau, beli.
Rasanya legend banget. Mudik gerasa-gerusuk, Popmi siap masuk.
With Dreamina AI, the #1 AI tool for worksheet creation and the right prompt, you can go from 0 skills to a real digital product in minutes. If you want to work smarter, create faster, and open new income opportunities, this is the way. Now go try it and let AI do the heavy lifting for you.
A ver, yo llevo 14 días aquí y me aposté algo con Mix. Mañana va a pasar algo aquí delante de todos y vamos a rapar aquí a Miswell y de hecho me gustaría, Fran, que todos nos acompañasen porque, Fran, Mix se va a rapar. 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 Sois la polla, os quiero a todos. Vamos a disfrutar de este evento. Río tantos aquí, joder, ¡viva Chile!
Jumping back in here at 5-7. Again, almost a paradox in my mind, but this side with PRX was the one that actually impressed me the most. Their defending side showing that ability to be disciplined, to have that timing right, the thing that I think enamored you with this roster again here at this event. But on the other side, NRG did show good signs of life towards the end of that first half.
Yeah, definitely did. I mean, a lot of these were stacked against NRG, so still be separated by just 2 rounds, and particularly the final round. that first half. Still kept things in check here. A pistol on round 2. That's right back on track. Side of NRG. Wide open B site here. No challenge comes through from PRX. Have everything to invest back in here, but Marder so far forwards.
Marder giving PRX a taste of their own medicine. Forsaken. Paranoia in hand. Should have been more paranoid. NRG somehow outdoing PRX of their own sort of style here. And then look at that crossfire. How are you meant to get through? You've got CT with 2 players. That's going to help it, I guess. Brock going down. And Jing.
Ooh, I was going to say, it looked like he was going to consider it.
Look at the trade out of space. It looks like the retakes now with NRG almost. Poised, waiting. Patience for PRX to make a mistake, and Jing doesn't. Takes away Ethan and makes it look doable. Now Scuba and Marder need to be brought into question, but the time's starting to tick here. And Marder is just toying with them. He's got to keep them humble on this, keep them under the clock here. Scuba delivers it from heaven. Marder buys the time, but it's that just spacing they had on CT.
Marder is just completely free all the way in the back lines of PRX. The paranoia here posted, and I think it's just a jump scare for the rest of PRX. Lazy clearance up towards rafters as well. Really bizarre approach on the way back in here. At least now the early precedent set. Marder continuing that early trend we saw in Santiago in terms of flanking on the attacking side. Oh, sorry, against the attacking side.
Yeah.
He might just try and run away with the space once more. Up close and personal here with a stinger.
Oh my god, but there's 3 players. Divide, Jing, all there. Expecting that paranoia swing though, so they already shift back a little bit deeper. I guess that does give Jing the orb. That's a nice silver lining, but on the other side, Envy with a trade out. Look at the damage on Scuba there.
Actually misreading this a little bit. We're going to go forward, try and convert that.
And that then puts Envy in a spot of bother. Does get to back away. Not going to get punished on this. They look to really push the point further.
So stinger here. Marder's going to want to get up close
once
the net. More.
Oh, not again!
Another round where he's just caught with U2 in hand.
That's going to be so frustrating. Brock's actually... No, dude, there ain't
He doesn't look left, right? He doesn't look left.
Right?
Oh,
look
moves
at these 2. Yeah, the crowd makes them turn. Both at the same time. Divide just a bit quicker to it. High flash in. Does note that the progression from Divide is there. He should be on site, so they should be aware of this. Heads up work needs to come down. Stun comes in. Envy strikes. Marder with the clear towards site, though, and you're looking for that plant to come through.
Envy, 5 HP, but still alive here. Jing in the back lines. He's going to have an awkward engagement towards Ethan because he's got a rifle.
Yeah, and it's only a classic with Jing. That's pretty tough. The others with a little bit more punch to it, but Ethan helping a touch of damage, right? Has a little bit look back towards something, and now Jing's at the door. Oh no, Marder! Marder is just being toyed with Jing!
Look at their HP!
Being devious about it, and you're right, look at the HP! 3 for something, 5 for Envy, Scuba! A breeze would take them down! But it doesn't! Scuba can't deny them! There was nothing in it, 7 HP combined!
I mean, even before that, I felt like only 15 HP between the 3 of them. Absolutely ridiculous. Round 2 flip here from PRX.
Never tell me the odds on these boys. Look at this. Again, you look at the way the round goes. They're making something out of nothing so often.
Marder and Ethan just unable to keep Jing at bay.
Oh, my bandit
Scuba
is the best,
usually
dude.
so good in this situation. Things fall apart. A little bit of frustration shown from Bonka. Still the buys. They're too well-rounded here for NRG to respond.
Oh,
my
Jing.
God, Marder.
I mean, both of them exchanging. Marder going to go down. Does deliver a good amount of damage towards Jing, but he's still breathing. And at this point, where'd you go from here? Ramp doesn't feel so safe. Something's already clearing close just to make sure no one's managed to slip up a little bit of the chaos. There's still a lot of bodies up here. Envy's on one side of this too. Something must start getting more interested. And it's getting close here. That seize is stunning. There. No one to really work off it at this point, but they're going to know there is players off ramp.
Ethan's got to be careful he's not spammed on the retreat. Able to navigate past that though. NRG just be able to plant their flag in heaven. Already though, look who's making progress behind this Jing, the one to open up this round.
33 HP and no fear. I think he's ever felt fear, if I'm honest, the way he plays. Sheer and utter brilliance and confidence, but get Mikkel back here. He can hold this passive corner though. So if Brock tries to play up,
30 seconds left.
I don't think there's a shot in it for Brock. So NRG can pause, but right now they
Scuba's
are
coming this
surrounded.
way as well.
There.
Oh dear, Jing.
Scuba's looking back.
Scuba? Are you checking?
Surely
this?
not.
I don't think they... Oh my god, they do! Unbelievable heads-up work for the time,
10
Mike.
seconds.
They are so low on time here, and something's still on site. There's still one tucked in towards Hell. Something! Oh! Trying to lock in on this, but gets cleared. 5 seconds now. We're down to the wire. Forsaken sprays and prays, but this time the plant's now in, but dies for it. Scuba 1v2. They've already dropped down to Silent Divine. Does enough this time. PRX pushing forward, pushing up to 9.
That's just mental to see PRX still able to claw their way back into this. Jing identified early. They're still able to scale towards sight, sure, but here's the time that becomes just crippling for NRG. Looks like, I mean, just one bullet would have killed Ethan regardless. The late snake bite here from Devi, absolutely crucial. Again, I think with round 2 falling and things maybe going totally off kilter for NRG, that's why we see this timeout called now. Again, they did have a chance to buy back in. We saw, what, 3 rifles?
Yep.
Come back into round 15, but now it's just the Seekers and maybe pistols for NRG. It's PRX knocking on the door of double digits.
Starting to feel that pressure now, don't you, right? It's that PRX methodology just coming through. They are so good at this. Again, you saw Jing on that opening side of things, loved what he was doing, but now it's kind of Devi kicking into effect. Invi's having some big rounds. Every single player's starting to find some form here.
I mean, he was on 2 kills up to like round 10 or something in the first half, but Invi was the player to impress me previously on Split on the defense. His ability to solo anchor the A site and put string together like 3 or 4 rounds where it's either a Red Bull clutch or a 3K to hand deliver a round for PRX. Again, not been present so far here, but something looking to punish the lesser purchase here. NRG Forsaken, confirmed early on.
Yeah, but hard to flash and hard to clear. Already Devi denies that. Punch through middle. And Kiko trying to be tricky with this, but oh my god, he just turned away from it. Forsaken with a second lease of life. Shutting down the attempts from NRG. PRX 5 standing, even amongst all that threat.
Flawless up to 10. Kiko with a huge opportunity to find a freebie to open this up. On that Forsaken path in.
Yeah.
All the way up to rafters.
Awareness, dude.
Yeah.
So quick with it too.
Fortunately, I mean, no U2 invested for Mada to potentially pressure forwards, but Devi with just a smile across the stage. No nonsense for you here, Mada.
Not allowed.
Well, as I say, he's got a judging hand again.
Nonsense time. No nonsense.
No nonsense.
Not allowed.
Devi,
you can't be doing this to us.
Devi, aka the fun police.
Yeah, he is on duty today as Invi, waiting on a lovely off angle. Oh, it is perfection personified. You said it, we saw it, and NRG felt it. Ethan, hell, give it to him at this point. Yeah, Invi, you are the real deal. Anchoring that site like an absolute champion.
4 kills here. It's PRX up to 11. He's just so clean on this off angle.
Knows it inside out.
Yeah, definitely. Probably a little bit of paranoia from NRG of a counter swing coming from somewhere. He wasn't even happy with that, it looked like. 4 is not enough for Invi
Needs all
in
5.
that situation.
If it ain't 5, I ain't fussed. So, we look at the buyback in for NRG, and it's been a bit of a drought, right? But They do at least have a purchase. They have a couple of ults, but PRX starting to hit their stride here. This feels like the turn of pace.
Slower approach here from Marder. Oh my God, I thought Dubai was going to get it again.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. Marder gets to live for another round here. There is still a problem towards Heaven in the form of Jing with that judge. They're looking for information outside A. Scuba is kind of tasked with dealing with that, but they've already cleared towards ramp. So if they do try and shift through vents, it is going to be hard to handle.
Scuba's got to get away from this. Identified here with the Prowler.
Oh,
Be a trade-off of position, yeah. Going so deep towards spawn.
Yeah, but now it's just a bit of a game of chase, isn't it? But something turns and catches Kiko. I thought Kiko would be on that, but Marder answering right back. Blow for blow here. Battling in each other's spawns, basically. But the plant's now in. And NRG need to batten down the hatches because Envy wants his sight back. Gonna only get one. Leaving Jing and something to find the final three.
Look at the rewrap from NRG.
It's unbelievable how far they have to go into this. Jing is going to do the damage on site though, and something waiting in the right place here. Scuba has been caught, and now it's on Brock. Ult there for Jing. Oh!
The spam!
You don't even get a chance at him!
He styled on him. Beautiful shot from Brock. Get a beautiful reposition here. The trust in Ethan to just slow things down. It's a safe plant for Heaven. Even then, PRX find the right kill in that situation. Fake out here with the flash. Jing 30 HP was not really teed up for success here. NRG, everything but the Seekers here. A chance to piece together a comeback here. Marder going to go forwards once more, but just dips his toes towards B main.
Haven't seen this operator yet really patrolling in middle. Should be noted now.
Is he staying?
Yeah. Nah, thinks better of that. Probably rightly so. The flash got exchanged to make sure he had backed off that deeper line. But now, you've got to be careful on those extremities, because look over towards B. Look at what's happening. Forsaken's already made progress here.
He can get right behind this.
I mean,
especially with something finding a pick.
Yep, that's Marder gone. And NRG, oh, just being massacred in middle. PRX firmly in control. And as you said, look who's coming!
Oh God.
And look who's going! It is stylish, and it is special from something here. Forsaken will wait.
No, no.
To do this in front of an audience like this, Forsaken. Oh, dearie me! That is something you'd sooner forget if you're NRG. And for PRX, iconic as always.
They just don't care in some of these situations. The balls to go for the knife.
In front of a crowd this loud. This loud.
I mean, we saw it earlier on. I believe it was Envy previous. No, was it Divine or Envy? I can't remember. Somebody on Haven, but Forsaken. Happy to take another one. They're so cheeky. Breaking or attempting to break the mental of NRG, and something going forward once more with the operator.
Feels a bit rinse and repeat here, doesn't it? But worried where that spike's going. Heading over towards the A site where actually something waits. Gonna let a shot fly. And Brock's managed to take down Forsaken.
That's
so
a big kill.
They are pulling rotations, but something is not moved. Something is still here. If he is still here, there is still a problem. They've seen no further noise towards B.
But yeah, the ult thrown out kind of on a whim from Brock. Not sure of what that was meant to do, because it was so shallow. It was only really going to catch hell when somebody posted up really deep on pillar, but something now going to be played in. A ton of bodies on the other side of this. Does have Divide alongside him, a snake bite as well.
Something. Oh my God, almost had him, but Marder wants in. Divide now noted, Kiko with the TP, gonna get himself up towards Heaven, but they still need to clear sight. Divide trying to patrol it, gets outdone. Something won't be the final line of defense. He dies! He goes down! NRG still in this one. Jing and Envy though, and Jing's got ult. Jing's also got Kiko dead. Sends out the ult, doesn't find it. Envy desperate to connect, and Jing with the paint shell will. PRX doing PRX things, but that was simply magic here. 13-7, that's map 2. We are going back and fourth. Don't go anywhere.
It's more than a game. It's a world shaped by you, the fans. And our mission is to elevate that world by building technology that creates moments that last forever. That's why we're joining forces with the Valorant Champions Tour to transform how fans experience live events on the global stage.
Break down my walls, but I won't rise again. Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Oh, they go back in! Bishop flashes in, and down goes Knight! He's hunting down that title!
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again! He steps up to the plate, and he could knock this one out of the park! Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats!
Ilegale like Chino. Yo prendo el fuego, pues gasoline. Y vine a tu, I don't give a thing.
Hi guys, I'm here with Cesari at the Artist Valley, and we have a lot of things in her stand that are actually great. And Cesari, I just want to know, what do you have going on here? What type of products do you sell?
Okay, so basically I have tote bags with my illustrations. I have some glasses that can be customized with your favorite agent. I also have like keychains that are double-sided with the agent's faces, and they're actually handmade. Everything is made by me.
That's amazing. Everything is handmade, and you can personalize your items here at your stand?
Yeah, you can personalize them.
Yes, oh, that's so cool. And I just want to know now, for closing the interview, what's your favorite agent to design?
It's Gecko.
Why?
Because he's American Mexican, and I relate to that because he has Latin roots, and I think he's so pretty.
Definitely, and this is all amazing. Remember, you cannot miss this Artist Valley because we have a lot of things going on. Even you can customize your own glasses, so it's amazing. I just want to know now also, who's your pick? Who's going to win, NRG or PRX?
Oh, I wouldn't really tell you. I'm rooting for PRX, totally.
Okay, I like that. Let's see what's gonna happen. Back to you guys.
Welcome back to the desk here at Masters Santiago. We are joined by two very special guests. It's Leviathan's King and Sato. Guys, thanks for being here. How are you enjoying the event so far?
The event has been incredible. Me personally, as a Chilean, I don't know. I see all my people just screaming, doing everything. It feels like one of the best Masters events so far.
The crowd has been so special so far this tournament. The way that they're getting into every game. I know you guys have said you're down here, you're boot camping. How has that experience been, getting to play against some of the teams here?
Oh, it's really fun. I feel like every day doesn't feel like work at all. I mean, which is, you know, easy to think that because we play video games.
You are a professional video gamer. Yeah.
Okay. But, you know, it's always like an experience every day playing against the Masters team because they, you know, they're the top of the world right now. And we learned so much from playing against them. It's actually insane how much we've grown.
Speaking of which, we want to kind of pick your brains a little bit on what we've seen in this map so far. I mean, PRX on an individual level looks like they're making plays, they're standing still, they're gunning him down, and it looks like NRG are kind of opting into that game style as well, which kind of isn't what we'd expect to see from them usually.
Yeah, I've seen like so many mistakes from NRG that you're not used to look at them. Like this round exactly here, they're not taking the risk to help Vice to cross right side NCT, have a proper ult and do a very good retake. They're just like all over the place, just throwing the ult, going in like one by one, and what it's supposed to be a perfect retake is just a 1v1 like Fiesta who goes and dies first, you know?
Yeah, from a player perspective, it must be hard though to make that right choice against PRX because they're so willing, Sato, to take fights that really no other team will.
Yeah, I feel like they play very differently. They play very freely around the map. During some of our practice against them, it felt like, what the hell is going on? They're everywhere. So, yeah, it must be even harder to play against them on stage because, you know, the pressure adds up, the crowd adds up. And if you get lost on their train, you're going to, you know, get hit by a truck.
I need that in an engraving, I think. Now, the Verizon high-speed moment for this map goes to the Thrifty in round number 14. I tell you what, man, like, moments like this, it really feels like only PRX can get away with this stuff. Envy, especially on an individual level, look so good.
I mean, Envy was already a very good player on Team Secret, but he unlocked his full potential here. He's just like balling with everyone. He doesn't care about anything. He even said it. Now he trusts his teammates fully, and he's just literally it feels like he's been a PRX his whole career.
Yeah, he looks like the perfect upgrade for this team. It slotted in so quickly. What I really liked about that round in particular as well is that he's almost always, even on defense side, forcing a bandit after losing pistol.
Yeah.
And against NRG, they're a team who, if you don't normally force outlaw, they'll always buy light armor or regen shields on their round 2s. And that bandit headshot absolutely cooks. You saw he was getting kills from like 50 meters in that round.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just going like one by one.
Again, that weapon seems like pretty astonishingly powerful against like teams that are taking half armor. You touched on it briefly, Sato. You've had a chance to play against some of these teams. How can you kind of describe the experience of going up against PRX to someone who's watching who's never maybe had that experience or maybe won't?
I feel like they took the idea of playing individually to a whole nother level. Like, I feel like if you play individually, then maybe like you're failing as a team overall, but they make it work in a way that they bring out so many rounds that they shouldn't have, they shouldn't be able to bring out just because they're allowed this freedom. You know, I think Envy sat on an interview where he learned so much more about like micros, about playing like individually, shooting his gun with PRX, and it's kind of funny because normally what you learn when you join a stronger team is that, oh, I've learned so much, so many fundamentals. Now I get to play with my teammates properly.
Forget all about that.
And it's like, nah, just shoot your gun and do it well, you know?
It's interesting because NRG is such the opposite to that. They're the only team in this tournament that is rejected double duelists, is trying to play this counter meta style. For you guys, obviously having known them from playing in America, it's not yet this year, but in the past, what's your kind of read on Ethan as an IGL king and how he's approached this meta and differentiated his squad from the rest of the teams?
Yeah, I would say Ethan always tries to info-serve as best as possible with the less amount of like fights, you know? So that's why they're opting always with kind of the double drone in some of these maps. So they're always trying to like pick some parts to like info-serve you with some smoke, some drones. They make you think it's like 3 people here, but we're actually just like grouping up already. We're making a good exec. So I would say it's he's been pretty comfortable since 2023 G, where he was like the mid-round caller around Busi being the IGL, and I've always, because I was with Corbin, they always told me they learned so much from Ethan about all these movements and moving his teammates so perfectly around the map.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years now for him playing FPS games at the highest level, really for this squad. Do you think that PRX, that always wants to fight, always plays double duelist, is a good match into that they're trying to disrespect that utility and go forward? Or is this the kind of style that NRG really wants to counter?
No, I would say playing against PRX, I haven't figured out how to counter them because they would just do the craziest thing you can imagine. And the thing is that they're not scared of taking the risk, and whenever they take it, it's actually incredible how the teammates just know someone's gonna do something crazy and they're like, okay, I'm gonna play around my teammate doing this play, and they're all over your face and you don't even notice what's happening. So it's so hard.
We haven't seen this comp with this map from NRG for a while. We saw it in kickoff, and it was the Chaos over double initiator. They've actually gone for the Sky instead here, obviously with the Waylay in the mix. Is that saying anything to you, really?
I think it is interesting because I felt like the KO was very good at shutting down hard executes on their defensive side. It was an awesome tool for reclear. I think part of the reason they might switch to this Sky is, like you're saying, prioritizing that drone to be able to actually re-clear space against a PRX who loves to get aggressive on defense. Looking at this comp for you, Sato, solo duelist for Mata on the Waylay. What is it like having to fill into that role for a player and step onto a stage here?
I think, honestly, personally speaking, I prefer single duelist meta. I used to enjoy it more than the double duelist, just because, you know, I'm a very greedy person, so I would like much more support for myself rather than having to share with another duelist. So, and I feel like Corrode is a map where you can run solo duelists. I think it's one of the only maps where I would rather have more util. I just don't feel like you need to have strong dives in Corrode, even though it's good, but like just a Waylay can create enough space on an exec, I think.
Sato, King, it's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for your insight, and hopefully you can enjoy the rest of the event. It has been an incredible crowd out here in Santiago. Let's get back to the action. Take it away, Pansy and Hypoc for Corrode.
They were actually fire on the desk, by the way. Like, and they bring up some great points here. I do want to kind of talk about that kind of single approach as a duelist. Which side are you sitting on here, though? Or which team would you rather be on? Would you rather be in Something's shoes or Marta's right now with the teammates around you?
I mean, I do agree with the premise that here, the more util, just because of the rotation timings, if you haven't got mid control, there are a ton of question marks in terms of losing one of these extremities. But I've got to say it, right now, with the way Invi's playing, got to feel a little more comfortable. Yeah. Again, it's a question mark. Is it going to be a huge switch up here? The paranoia comes through. Something to find Ethan first.
Yeah, set to succeed with that paranoia coming out from Jing there. But Kiko on a quick trade, going to keep it within touching distance. But they're not really willing to continue on that path thing. You're already looking at them turning around. Scuba staying semi-close to this. Going to know that Prowler going past as they start the reclear. This is a very... Oh, my God. This is a really good read from NRG, and it's actually the downfall of PRX wanting to recollect that space, and it's a perfect re-hit.
Another 3K from Kiko on the pistol. Can he make it 4 here? Forsaken just cresting through spawn now. Get the confirmation, but again, NRG peeling away.
It's a really nice push and pull effect coming in from NRG. Again, I thought maybe that could have been lost when we saw Scuba kind of turning eyes, which is fair, but Forsaken. Did you not want me to talk bigger picture because you still have a good shot at this round? That's on me. All right. Scuba's 1 HP. Broken Martyr are a little bit better off here, but Forsaken's going to do something about it. He's trying to. And, well, he gave it a go. Brock did it better. Hit the headshot. And again, I just want to talk about that push and pull there. That ability to freeze for a second and just noting that Prowler, instantly you're locked back in.
Which, again, with this sort of composition, you are enabled to do. Take these sort of crucial points in terms of towards sight. Just peeling away. I've noted it previously as well. NRG desperate to try and nullify that mid-round from PRX, which can get so chaotic. Rifles will come out here for Brock and Kiko, but I'm going to frugal purchase. Mada just trying to make a go of things with a stinger. It's a stack towards B for PRX. Yeah. Nothing on the other side of this.
That should all be considered now. And I feel like the penny is dropping, but they probably don't know it's not like a 4-1 or something of that ilk. So they'll take a little bit of a time on this, you know, pop the flash in, do everything else, kind of keep it secure. And they've cleared well here, just checking towards elbow. So NRG can pretty much get the plant, sit pretty comfy, but I guess it's then that silence becomes loud. Where are they? What are they doing? And why haven't we seen them yet?
Scuba identified here. You see the pings initially that PRX is going to prioritize towards this position now, but again, able to create a little bit of space between them. Scuba, a couple of warning shots here. NRG take a ton of space towards spawn here. Will catch Envy. Trying to wrap back behind this.
Still, Device got a sheriff, but that time it's already quite quick. And this should be farming. Marder wanted to, but not going to get as much as he'd like there. No chance really on the defuse at this point. There's Forsaken.
Keep him there. Yeah.
Gave it a good go. Brock should. Ooh, no.
Ooh, okay.
They both get caught on that. I thought they might have had one out there, but actually they lose quite a bit.
They do. So
Made very costly.
Yeah, 2 rifles and a stinger invested there. Yeah, which is bold considering a round 2 flip previously on PRX. Maybe this is just NRG's controlled purchase to account for the possibility. Still, won't cause too many issues here. Scuba probably just considering.
I forgot about the Brock Odin.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
You know you've been good at something when they had to make changes for it, but it's Forsaken on the 1-2 punch. Perfectly teed up there. Played out brilliantly on B main. Gonna put Marder right to bed.
Cover going out.
He's going to now explore back towards mid, but there's 3 people on PRX looking to control this space and catch the mid round.
I love that step-for-step approach here.
I mean, they have to mirror them, yeah.
Yeah, and they have. They did it really quick. And Scuba catching Jing, though, could open up that springboard towards A if they read into how many players were behind that presence early towards B. At best, would have been in middle.
Spotted the 4 light shields here for something. I mean, not going to matter with that. It's a headshot.
Yeah, Scuba barely gets to see it. And NRG really hoping they get more play on this, but they're not being given the fights they want. And in the meantime, look at what Forsaken's doing. Again, his positioning might just be the downfall of NRG's attempts here. Do they even think about it? Do they check? Do they clear diligently enough?
30 seconds
Lovely
left.
off angle. Ethan's trying to be careful, but caution not enough to get past Forsaken. Kiko will at least allow for the trade, but now something's back on the line. The first problem and the final one as well. Something is here. He is absolutely landing shots.
Effectively a round 3 operator for him, considering the buy. Again, NRG's approach here will put them in a position to effectively even this up. I mean, other than Ethan again, issues maybe in terms of the shields. We'll have to see what they decide on, but something absolutely lethal here. Already 1 away from his ultimate. Invi going to play on Odin of his own. Yeah, actually, Scuba's the only other gap in the buy here on a Guardian. Maybe a turn of pace here towards 8 for NRG.
Oh my God, no. Marder is getting manhandled. PRX are so good at dulling the spear that NRG keep trying to throw at them. Devi unwilling to back away or surrender, and that's why stands his ground and claims all 3. As Ethan's just surrounded. Scuba noted, sent packing PRX. Large and in charge here, hunting Scuba down. And there's something bittersweet about hearing that Odin rattle off shots right at NRG.
The first one, though.
3 more.
Plenty of time to work with. Issue being Scuba needs to find some space elsewhere. Already Forsaken, looking to catch the mid rotation. Yeah, I think Scuba's going to be in a good spot here to find the plant.
He's clutch.
Crowd wanting to go forwards, but
he's having a look. Let him work this one. 30 seconds. And I like what he's trying, right? Trying to catch a body to drop, potentially get himself a 1v2, because again, if they play as 3, you're kind of done for.
Now the issue being, because he's shown his hand, they might just catch him on this plant.
Yeah, I think he knows he might be done for. That spam might be fatal on just clearing the corner. Doesn't get revealed on the haunt though, but still it's so indicative. He's trying to make mountains out of molehills. This guy is clutch as hell though. Scuba, why are you making me believe here? They're going around the site. The timing, he's been caught. I thought you could set your clock by that man in the clutch, but still outdone in the end by a fraction of a second.
Still a chance there for Scuba, even being spotted early on enough, but again, look at the damage done to Marder early on. Divide just welcomes him on the other side of the dash. As you said, remove the tip of the spear here, and NRG lack a bit of that pop to follow up, which again is the other side of the conversation, right? Marder can be so far ahead. Yes, you can create that space, but unless somebody can really reinforce that, makes it really difficult if he just dies for free in that sort of situation to utility or to a peak potentially.
Find you.
Ultimate's starting to come online here. Something on Forsaken on the side of PRX. Only the TP for Kiko. Walk, Scuba just want to wait.
Oh, they're trying to play with that little bit of timing, but again, they only have classics here. Trying to maybe overwhelm.
They scaled up quickly though.
Yeah, they've made it through. I guess that Horn didn't quite make it out, but the problem is that Indy is still sat on this, so you're maybe hoping to catch Jing potentially, but again, clutching at straws here. Jing reads it very well. Marder still not finding the ability to gap close on one of these. Actually does find it with Kiko in the end, so Jing's gone down. That is a big upgrade, and they are behind the wire now. That's an issue for PRX, but not a huge problem yet.
It's so weird here. Forsaken catch Marder. Pull it to the side of the head.
Try to work it.
Yeah.
Divide read that really well. That just like little predictive fire towards the right. Lovely control from him. Taking a bit of a risk for it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you kind of need Divide to do that. Sometimes it feels like just take that bold step, and I think he's heard steps.
Well, the wall got triggered as well, which is what enables Divide to
30 seconds
rotate away from the site. They'll catch Scuba in transition once more. Brock, unnoted as of yet. They do need damage here.
That's the question. He has got shock darts, and Divide is... Ooh! Hello. Applying something will do the job in the end. I like that NRG tried to find a threat there, but again, PRX, they look very well equipped, even in these chaotic rounds. They're very good at catching that wanted outcome, denying it. Again, I like what Divide did. I know it's a bit risky, could have potentially gone down there, but you got to call your number up sometimes.
I mean, even so, it's effectively Jing to take that first risk.
Yeah.
A chance for NRG maybe to snowball on the back of that upgrade, but and Divide has the freedom. The wall's not been triggered. He knows he can come back and throw an extra body on the line. As you said, take a risk to really secure the round. Early timeout called here from NRG. Seen it a couple of times already in this series. Maybe in terms of the preparation, the opening string of rounds, catching NRG off guard, I guess, in some way, shape or form.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it would actually be, if I'm honest, because this looks quite...
I said earlier on, it might be just a playbook sort of issue where some of these set pieces aren't going the way that they'd want, which, again, versus a team like PRX, you can't ever really account for somebody getting in and finding 2 or 3 kills.
Which they do.
Yeah, they do, and they have.
Yep, it will continue to happen. They are still... It's crazy to think that they sit within such a high margin of talent, right? Like, result-wise, they are more often than not top 3 team, pushing high-end, deep runs. But even amongst the best, they still find that extra 10% sometimes, that extra weird X factor that no one else can do. As I said, the never tell me the odds rounds. They pull that off incredibly well. Now, NRG, whatever the adjustment is, let's see how it looks.
I was going to say, coming out of that timeout, Marder actually going to pick up an operator here, so intention to slow things down, work a pick here on the attacking side, maybe on the back of him falling previously to Device util. Being a little bit fragmented in the approach. Massive probe sent out here, obviously. Kiko looking to maybe paranoia on the back of the dog taking contact.
Yeah, I think in my mind, I really want to see how they try and implement Marder better, which is easier said than done, because those first couple of rounds, it's been quite hard for him to get that pop towards sight. There's been a lot of setups. I don't want to say necessarily just to catch him, but Devi's done really well to control the space around it, keep him very limited. So I do want to see what the next layer is for NRG, and obviously PRX are in control here. This is very much their game now, momentum-wise at least. Let's see if there is a difference. They've kind of posted up Marder towards middle. That will do the job. That is a good find on Envy. Now they can start working the rotations around 50 seconds.
Anticipating that PRX would rotate off that, though, still. I mean, Forsaken's got a very deep hold towards B. Does have a little bit of support from Devi, both with ultimates as well. Something Judge in hand, but he also has ult. So it could just be a full retake approach here. Again, Devi could create space for the pit to really find value here in this retake. Able to slow things down with the snake bite. Forsaken actually going forwards.
And Forsaken slipping the net. They don't know about him just yet at all. He has not been found. He has not been seen. But Kiko heads up in his work. Takes him away, but Devi!
What the hell?
Just a red flag to a ball goes flying in. Maybe a little too wild there. Aren't in play. Something close, but Jing's just been caught off. Something's gonna have to find 4 here. NRG making this one work. Something not getting an early play in on the corner either. And I think...
Yeah, he's got to give this up.
Time to back away.
I'm curious to know what the call was there, or if this was just